Yo, what up? Aiden, good to see you. What's up, Zaku? Good to see you, dude. How you doing? How you feeling? How's everyone's Sunday going? Dude, we kind of crushed it. I'm going wild. Kind of had a suspicion about something and I was correct. Also, I realized I can fit a medium shirt now, dude. I've been losing weight. Look at me. I can fit a medium. This is I'd never thought I'd be able to fit a medium. Camel Burrito, good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday? Austin, dude, Austin, no way, dude, good to see you. How you doing, Austin? How you been? But yeah, we're printing out a bunch of orders, like a whole gang of orders, thankfully. Yeah, I'll talk about it once everyone pulls up. So then we got a few people that I'm sure want to hear about this, like Logan, for example. Camel Burrito, do you remember? I'm pretty sure. Let me look up, like, remember you in which way? Like stopping by the stream? Yeah, but like in person? Let me look at a photo of you. I'm better with names and what's it called? You get what I'm saying? Oh, Sharam! Yeah, of course I remember. Sharam! Oh my God! How you doing? Good to see you. It's been so long, Sharam. I'm a musician now. This is my full-time job. Isn't that wild? I went from Google to here. I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, my life went all over the place. How have you been? How's your family? But Austin, been working a lot. I feel you on working, Austin. Yeah, same. I mean, same here. In fact, I know you are great. Oh, thank you, Sharon. In fact, on Austin's note, actually, I just sent a job offer out to my first assistant. Could you believe it? I'm technically doing a startup. So that's really cool. And Skyer, yo, what up? Good to see you, Skyer. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday, Skyer? And Cherry Cola, hello. I watched Plant Slant. I was specifically, since the last time we chatted, Cherry Cola, I looked up Plant Slant. I do know them actually. But hey, I'll reply to you a little bit, Cherry Cola. But yes, Sharam, I'd be happy to catch up sometime. And I'm glad to hear everyone's doing great in your family. That's so awesome. But yeah, I think my number's still the same. So feel free to text me, Sharam, and chat. Should be still the same. But yeah. And Cherry Cola, yay! Yeah. So actually, what's funny about Plant Slant Cherry Cola, I see their Instagram reels all the time. I didn't know what their name was. That's the only thing. So I watched their YouTube channel, and like, yeah, their YouTube channel is even better than their Instagram. So thank you for the recommendation, because I was like, oh wow, they like really are doing it. So that was really cool. So I already knew them. I just didn't know their name. Yeah. But yeah, today's going good. My Sunday's been going great. And Shramps or Camel Burrito says, gotta go. I'll text you when you get the chance. All right, sounds good. I definitely will. I will try my best. Yeah, when I always rewatch these videos, so I'll text you when I watch the video. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, checking on me. But Skyer says, good, just getting stomped at Pokemon Champions ranked. Is that the new, like, what's the old Pokemon thing called? Remember, I forgot what it's called. Isn't Pokemon Champions like the new, like you just build a team and just battle? It's like brand new, right? It's kind of like I forgot what the name is, but you know how people used to, like that one website where you could just like build a team and like test out different metas? I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I think Pokemon Champions is that, right? But I feel like I'm getting stomped though, because people are like so serious about their Pokemon, like they are like dialed into the meta at all times. Like it can get a bit frustrating. I don't know. For me, I was always getting mad back in the day. But Amura's art, good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday? That's what it was called. Pokemon Showdown. Thank you, Skyer. You know exactly what I was talking about. Pokemon Showdown. Yeah. Yeah, that website's. Yeah, I remember playing that in like college. But Cherry Cola says, I really need to lock in. I have work to do and I wasted my spring break. I'd be like that sometimes. I feel you on lock in. I mean, same here. I gotta lock in right now. All these orders. But yeah, thankfully we got a bunch. Oh, Sanvi, good to see you again. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? I just replied to your Instagram comment the other day, actually. And I'm glad to hear you like the carpet, Sanvi. And call me Super 7. What's up, Super 7? Just got your free seat in the mail. Loving it so far. Hey, thank you so much, Super 7. I appreciate it. Thanks for grabbing it, and I'm glad to hear I made it safe and sound. Super 7, while you're here, did you get one with all the cardboard in it? And did the CD come fine? Like, did it have any cracks or anything? Because I've been testing using cardboard versus bubble wrap to make sure the CD stays safe. So I'm not sure which one, if I should go back to bubble wrap or if I should keep using cardboard. Because I read online cardboard is technically safer. So I've been trying to like play with the two. It came with cardboard, Super 7, and it stayed safe, no cracks. Cool. If I understand. The CD was fine. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Super 7. I appreciate it. I'll keep doing cardboard then, because low-key, not only did I read this cardboard was safer, but I also heard it was cheaper. Because I get a bunch of like boxes all the time, and I've just been throwing them away, and I'm like, well, I'd rather like reduce, reuse, recycle than just keep, you know what I mean? So yeah. And just keep throwing away cardboard that doesn't ever get used for anything. So yeah. I even got this cool cardboard knife. I can... I'm dangerous. So yeah. And yo, Super 7 got Mustang Zero on your iPod and keep it in the car. That's what's up. That is what's up, dude. Okay, let's we got everything printed out. And then I'm gonna fill this up with this is for William. They're one of the Monster Kingdom members. I owe them a postcard. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Put some stickers in here. Oh my god. But yeah, Sam. Oh wait, we got a bunch. Austin says, "Lol, I've used your boxes to ship eBay packages." I'm glad to hear, Austin. That's so cool. But how's your Sunday, Austin? You been okay, dude? It's been a little bit. And Sam V says, resting again. I worked graveyard shift last night. Oh wow, my elevator broke, so I had to conquer 8 flights of steps. Oh no, I used a cane to walk, so that was a lot for me. I feel that. Yeah, Sam V, I used to work in this one like it was like a WeWork kind of thing, but it was on the 10th floor, and the elevator was so sketchy. Like it would always like just drop suddenly while I was going up. So at some point I was like, I'm not going back in this elevator because you had to go all the way up to the 10th floor every time. So eventually, just every day, I'd always walk up all 10 flights. So I feel you. But with a cane, dude, that's rough. But I'm glad to hear you got through it. You know what I mean? I hope you're doing okay. And you were able to get to work and everything all right. I think William was telling me I sent him too many stickers, so yeah. Austin says long shift was late, but it's good aside from that. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Austin. Thanks for letting me know. And I feel you on a long shift, dude. Yeah, I've been working. So yeah, same here. Well, it's all music stuff, but you know what I'm trying to say. I still a lot of just like running around. I run a lot of errands lately to get a bunch of shipping supplies. But Voidstrom, dude. Oh shit, what up? How you doing, dude? How's your Sunday, Voidstrom? How you been, dude? Cool. Got that. Good to go. But yeah, all right, since we got a lot of people here. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I posted one of the clips from the stream of me talk. So the title of the stream is canceled for speaking my truth. And I posted a clip of me talking about PC gaming versus console gaming. And yeah, people were not happy about it. But Voidstrom says, yo, it's been busy. I rewired my stereo system and put together a dual monitor stand today. Oh, sick. That's what's up. Like stereo system in your car or like in your house? But that's cool. You set up a dual monitor stand. Yeah, I got this monitor right here and I have another one that's like you can't see on the screen. I'm big on dual monitors. I even used to rock 3 monitors, dude. Triple monitors is kind of lit too. But I feel like after the second one, like the third one is kind of like, okay, you're doing the most. Yeah, I mean. So at that point, it's just like I'm spending more time like organizing my windows than I am actually like, you know what I mean? Getting anything out of it. But yeah, so I posted a clip from the stream. I forgot what the context was of why we were even talking about PC gaming, but I just remember like, I think someone came in the chat and was like, yo, like I'm a PC gamer. And I like went on a rant about how I don't like PC gaming. And so I posted that clip and oh my God. Bosham says, also the dual monitors, Xbox and gaming relation, PC free. Oh, okay, sick. Well, yeah, so low key, I mean, you wouldn't be able to see it, but I have like a little HDMI cable hanging out of this monitor right here, just so I can do little like when I feel like gaming on this computer, I can just plug it in right there. But yeah, so I got canceled for speaking my truth. The comments were like wild. Let's see what the comments were. Let's see what the comments were. So some people felt me. Some people were like, no, actually, you're kind of right though. In fact, 3D Blast was like, I came into this, yeah, Cherry Cola, geez. Why should PC Master Race shake my head? I know, dude, I know. But yeah, the context is someone was talking about PC gaming in chat. I forgot who it was at the time. But yeah, I just pretty much was talking about how like I was a PC gamer for a long time, and like going back to console was like a great, like it was so good for me. I love going back to console was like, oh my god, the games just work. This is crazy. They don't crash all the time. Like this is awesome. And then so some people like 3D Blast were like, honestly, I came in here to throw shade against you to be like PC Master Race, but honestly, you're not wrong. And I was like, thank you, 3D Blast. I know I'm not crazy. But what was hella funny though is so no, but a lot of people felt me. I had some friends just like low-key just comment on other people's stuff just to make them more mad. I was like, oh no. So we were like, just use Linux. And yeah, I don't know. It's just pretty much the overwhelming response was like, get better at using computer, bro. I was like, I feel it. Someone made a post so bad it's a crime. Hell yeah, dude. I was like, what are you talking about? I think it's because it escaped outside of like who follows me on Instagram, so it just started getting shown to a bunch of gamers, and they were like, who is this guy? But yeah, to be fair though, my favorite one was like the one that was like, bro, just get good, you have a skill issue. And it's like, I don't know, to me that's my favorite one, because before I was doing music, I was a professional software engineer for 10 years, dude. It's not a skill issue, I swear. I used to write the code. Yeah. Voice Jump Bro's got a career that directly involves PC, get better. I know. Yeah, to be fair, someone did like recognize, they were like, hey man, like, Groovy, like, I love you. I don't understand how you can do audio engineering and then not be able to play PC games, bro. Like so some people were like, I don't know what's wrong with that side of your brain. Like, you're a smart dude, but like, I think you might need a lobotomy on that side of your brain or something. Yeah, I mean, so people felt me, but the people that didn't know who I was, like, they just saw the real. Oh man, I know. I thought it was super funny, and they're like, "You must be rage baiting." I was like, "Dude, no, I swear." I might just be unlucky. I don't know. Maybe it's my friend skill issues, because I've, you know what I mean. I don't know, but it was hella funny. It was my first time like having a real like go outside of just like people who like my stuff, so it was funny to see the reaction. But yeah, I didn't actually. I mean, I got canceled in the PC gamer community, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, but it was a good time. And just for the but the thing is, I feel bad though. I wasn't gonna respond to every comment, but now there's like 70 comments, and so much of them are just like, bro, get good. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I would just be like, yeah, you kind of right. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna skip all the comments on this one. But yeah, so that's what happened to me. Yo, Simply Adeo, what's up, dude? I was just talking about, did you see my Instagram reel, Simply Adeo, of people just talking mad shit to me about PC gaming? I was just talking about that. I'd be stoked to hear what you think. Voice Jump, bro, get good, try working for Google or something. Exactly, yeah, that's the thing. Voice Jump is like low key. They've probably used my code before. Like, if you ever read like a news article, like back between, I want to say like 2019 to like 2023, you probably ran my code on your phone, dude. Like, because these were for Google, so like you probably, yeah, I mean, it's just funny. But Sam V says, what's the shirt for today? Oh, this is from my old show in LA called Crystal Nostalgia. We don't do the show anymore, but I had a bunch of leftover shirts, and so that's what I'm wearing. And I lost enough weight to fit the medium, so now I'm like looking like I've been going to the gym. So yeah, I'm looking slim. So it's been cool. That's what I'm wearing. And Zaku says, I'm down to run in-person phase with anyone who feels that strong about it. Zaku, I know you would, yeah. Me and Zaku are gonna team up. No, but I don't think anyone felt that strong. I mean, it's just PC gaming. You know what I mean? No one said anything that mean. It was just more just, you know, people being like, being nerds. It's like one big nerd fight. It's all good. Thank you, Zaku, though. I appreciate you, dog. And Super Hideo says, I saw you uploaded it. It was about why PC gaming is a no-go and causes of feeling better. Yeah, it was that one, Super Hideo. That one, it was a little too spicy for some people. Which, honestly, it's cool, though. Voice from Swole. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing I've been doing 30-pound free weights, and I think I might upgrade to 35 pretty soon. Saying like, I don't know, it's getting pretty cool because like the 30 pounds look like, you know, kind of chunky. So like to go to 35, like those look like, oh wow, this guy actually is kind of strong. You know what I mean? Like almost, I'm getting to like when you watch a movie of a bunch of dudes at a gym, I'm getting to that point where it's like, oh wow, that's a big old weight that guy's holding. You know what I mean? So yeah. Really? I'm just, yeah, really, dude. Yeah, I mean, again, it didn't go viral or anything, but it only got like 11,000 views, but I got a lot of comments. And I guess the whole PC Master Race, yeah, it's pretty much, I triggered the PC Master Race argument. And people didn't like that. Yo, Subi Adrian, dude, good to see you. How you been? Hope you've been having a great day, brother. Yeah, dude. I've been having a great day. I hope you have too. Yeah, today I've just been hanging out. I woke up kind of late. And yeah, I've been chilling, dude. How about you? How's your Sunday going, dude? If you got a second. But yeah. Zaku people with Steam Decks though. Yeah. Some people did comment like, bro, get a Steam Deck. You get the best of both worlds. Like some people were trying to help. I don't know. It was a funny comment section. I was like, I love this. It was a pretty funny comment section. I was like, hell yeah. But I was gonna say, but yeah. Other than that, what else happened since we all hung out? I interviewed all the assistants, like people who, you know, like the first person ever to be working for Groovy Kaiju as a job, and I chose someone, and they accepted today. So starting on the 20th, we're gonna have a Groovy Kaiju assistant, which is super sick. And but yeah, and already they were like, yo, you should check out this band called Foxtails. And I was like, hell yeah. So and they got good taste in music, so you know what I mean? Hell yeah. But real quick, Vorsham says Groovy's too busy with his Dreamcast for the PC plebs. I mean, keeping it real, yeah. Honestly, I got the GDMU on it, dude. I'm chilling. And Zaku says, I have one and I don't even game like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, I want to get one, but at the same time I already know I'm gonna like, something's gonna go weird with it for me. Just because every time, again, this one's definitely a me problem. Every time I bought like something like hardware by Valve, it's always like broken on me or something. I think they like specifically look at the name like shipping to Aaron Turner, let's give him the defective unit. Like the 0.001% of defective units, they always end up in my hands for some reason, so. But Simply Dale says, yeah, looking at the comments, it's just saying skill issue is funny. I know, right? So, because Simply Dale, you know that we're both engineers, so it's like extra funny. Because like, that's how I know it like escaped outside of like our ecosystem. Because like, I feel like you know, if they'd know and they'd be like, oh wow, this guy actually used to work for Google. What do you mean skill issue? But yeah. But Simply Dale says, hey, Voice Fire on the assistant, yeah. Yeah, Voice, do you know about Foxtails? They're like a band from they're a screamo band from Connecticut. And like the lead singer is like a woman, like a Colombian, I think Argentinian, or she's like half Argentinian, half Colombian. I do now. Hey, hell yeah, Voichum, yeah. This stuff's pretty good. To keeping it real though, I don't know if I would like necessarily like put their stuff in my rotation, but like you could just tell they put on a good show. Like, you know, some bands like even their music you're like, I don't want to listen to all the time, but if a friend was like, yo, let's go to the show, you'd be like, yo, I'm trying to see them on the show. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like one of those artists, at least for me. But yeah. And Sam V says, ooh, expanded the team. Yeah, I'm so excited. Sam V, I'm so excited. And Skyr says, get a Steam Deck as if they aren't out of stock. About, yeah. Well, I know they were out of stock. That's wild. Saku, imagine being a PC gamer, just still getting your ass whooped. Honestly, dude, that happens. That happens all the time. Like, I know, even like for some first-person shooters, like, you know what I mean? Because they finally started doing crossplay, and they're always like, oh, PC gamers could never lose to a console gamer, and then like when they finally started doing crossplay, they were like, wait a minute, hold up, these console players kind of built different. So yeah, Moistum's Lamau. Yeah. But yeah, so that's probably the most exciting thing is the assistant hiring process is done. Well, technically, I'm gonna do like I told him, because I read a book about like hiring to make sure I'm like at least hopefully a good boss. I don't know. I hope I will be. I don't know. I'm trying my best to be. But what's it called? And they were like, you should do like a trial week first, so like 1 week where it's like, hey, look, do you like me? Do you like working with me? Is this working out? So that way, like before I like sign a contract, where they're like, okay, cool, this is what's going on. So technically, there's still one last week before they're like hired. But you know, I was like, yo, look, like unless you're like, actually, this place sucks. You know what I mean? Then yeah, we pretty much have the assistant. So yeah. And I was like, hell yeah. But somebody else says that happens all the time, especially in Rocket League. Yeah, Rocket League, you have to play console. I mean, at least with a controller. I do know there are some like, I had like one person I worked with at this one like software gig I had at a place called J-Loop. And I think they use PC to play Rocket League. Like one of my coworkers, and they were like super sick. And I was like, that's a wild use PC. No, Helen Seller? Okay, well, when Helen Seller gets back. I don't know why, I told Twitch not to do that. I'll have to relook at my Twitch settings. Future me, when I rewatch the VOD, look at the Twitch settings, because this happens all the time where someone joins and they're showing ads, and the video I watched said that shouldn't happen. Zaku I meant physically in person, get your ass up, but yeah, that too. I mean, why not both, Zaku? Do like some, you know, like chess boxing, except for PC gaming. PC gaming boxing. But Skyr says, yeah, RAM shortage. Oh, the RAM shortage. Yeah, if you want a Steam Deck right now, you gotta buy a scalp for like $800. Dang, that's a bummer. Last checked at least. Dang. Yeah, the RAM shortage is wild. I just watched the H-Rock video about what's going on with that, and it's a bummer. Oh, and Roses. Hi, Roses. Good to see you. How you doing? Since we're like pretty much here, let's look at Jermaine. Let's get Jermaine in the chat. Ugh. Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine. I mean, come on, he's just Jermaine. In with the sale, but I feel like he's growing more and more. He's starting to smell very strongly, like not like in a bad way, but just like I'm a plant and I'm gonna smell like a plant. You know what I mean? Like a healthy plant. It's just because they're getting bigger too. But yeah, but Jermaine's doing good, chilling. And of course, they have like 10 new leaves. Like they're just always sprouting something new. Oh my god, got hit in the eye with a leaf. We gotta turn this off for now. Sam V, so is writing code the pipeline for making music? Because my sister listens to Good Kid and made the code for Uber. That's funny. I think so. There is some like weird, like I've noticed it when I was like an engineer, like there's always on every team, there's like one small like dude that's like, yeah, I happen to make beats on the side, or like I happen to make music on the side. Yeah, I think I don't know what the overlap is, but yeah, there is some weird music between being like a software engineer and like being a musician, or like being really into music. Yeah, someone needs to research that. But Rosa says Jermaine, Voice says hell yeah, Sweetdale, good stuff. Sam V, ooh, Planty, yeah. And Cherry Cola, you should listen to Ginger. So Jinjer. When we watch the VOD, look up Ginger. Sick. Are they like what kind of band are they, Cherry Cola? And Rosa is very pretty. I know, Jermaine's so pretty now. It's wild. I never thought I'd have have a plant that good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I never thought I could, what's it called? Raise a plant that good. If that makes any sense. So yeah. And Helen Seller says, okay, back from ads now. Sick. You asked, oh yeah, so Helen Seller, the reason is because I posted an Instagram reel of like me talking about playing console versus PC, and people didn't like it. So I got canceled in air quotes, but yeah. I got canceled in the PC gaming community. But Helen Seller says, dude, I picked up 1978 number 177 issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, The Green Goblin Returns for $10. Yo, that's sick, dude. What do you plan on doing with it? Are you gonna read it? Are you collecting? That's cool though, dude. Comics are kind of underrated, I'm not gonna lie. Drake. Oh wow, this person's name is Jordan, spelled the same name as my little brother. That's crazy. I'll send him that. because low-key, my little brother's name is spelled a little funny. The story of my family is my dad, when my brother was born, like he kind of was born like early, like suddenly, you know what I mean? So my dad was out partying and he got the call. So he was already like super blasted drunk. He had to go to the hospital, go get my brother. You know what I mean? And they had him write down like, cause you know, my mom was like that, like just gave birth. So like, oh, like what do you name him? I was like, oh, we agreed on Jordan and spelled it wrong because he was drunk. So the person had the same exact spelling, the same drunk dad spelling of the name Jordan. So like all of our lives, we've been like, which one do you prefer? And then, you know, at one point he was like, I want it spelled the right way. And like, you know, just recently he was like, no, it's not my name. On my certificate says this. Anyways, but Voitrim says Ginger absolutely rips. Okay, sick. Helen says keep it low key. I know, yeah. But Cherry Cola says, I don't know subcultures, but it's like Ukrainian metal. It has a female vocalist. Okay, sick. Yeah, I'm stoked to check it out, Cherry Cola. Thank you. And I'm glad Voitrim already knows. Yeah, of course Voitrim knows. Voitrim's about it. Heck yeah. But Zaku, haha, that's tight. Yeah, I know, dude. So yeah. And Sam with crying laughing emoji. Yeah. It's kind of funny how it all worked out. In fact, let me I just saw it. Let me find it. Let me take a picture before I forget. Oh, here it is. But Rosa says it's so goofy when people get mad because it's nice to have genuine conversations with opposite opinions. Yeah, exactly, Roses. Exactly. Because that's the thing too, is that so much of like, not that I'm like actually upset, but it's like that's my lived experience. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad to hear that, you know, PC gaming works for you, but my lived experience, the way my life has gone, nah, man. You know what I mean? We got different lived experiences. That's okay. We just, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But Sam V says, if you like hard metal, why a great beat? Check out oh yeah, I love Baby Metal. Baby Metal's sick, dude. Yeah, Baby Metal's like the Japanese metal band. I mean, yeah, and they have it's an all girl group. Yeah, their stuff is super sick, dude. In fact, I think didn't they play Coachella one year? Because I know it's Coachella weekend right now. Yeah, I have a few homies at Coachella right now. But Voitrim says on that note, there's a label called The Flenser that has a ton of crazy bands on it. Also, they are Cali-based. Definitely check that out if you can. Okay, sick. So I'm looking at Ginger with all J's instead of G's, and The Flenser when I rewatch the VOD. The Flenser and Ginger. Sick. Thank you, Voitrim. I'll check them out, dude. Yeah, my listen later list is getting pretty long, but I've been meaning to go through it anyway, so probably tomorrow. I'll check it all out. If I can, because I have to rewatch the VOD and then I have to listen to all the new music, so I'll try my best. But Cherry Cola says, fun fact, the female lead vocalist sort of takes after Britney Spears. Oh, that's so cool. That's super dope. All right, sick. Got the fat stack of orders. So yeah. Oh yeah, we got about like 32. Oh yeah, and the reason why is because all right, I'll keep it real with y'all. What happened is I think I mentioned that it's like kind of like starting to be slow season a little bit on my end. Like March has always been kind of slow, but it starts to pick back up towards the end of April, but it was still slow, and I was like, something ain't right. So I was like digging through the numbers and stuff, and I was like, you know what it probably is? And I know this is crazy. I was like, I think the ads are running with not enough money. I think they're like don't have enough to get like enough people to buy. Because like keeping it real, what happened recently is that I know it's gonna sound crazy, but the amount of money you have to spend on ads to get someone to buy a vinyl is about $30. So it's like, oh my god, you know what I mean? And I was like, there's no like profit. So it's like, why do it? But I was looking at pretty much I was like running on the numbers. Yeah, exactly, but the cost of vinyl itself. So it's like, goddamn. So I was like re-looking at all the numbers and stuff, and I was like, but it's tax time right now. Like not that I'm like, yeah, but it's tax time right now. So I was like, usually every tax year, like people are like, oh, I'm finally gonna grab a vinyl now that I've been, I got my tax money. So I was like, something's not right. So I just was like, you know what? let me just put it back to like super expensive and just see what happens. And just like instantly all the issues I've been having with the ads have just like fixed themselves because they just had enough money again. And I was like, oh. So I found I wasn't spending enough, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. But I got you on the hydrate, Kiricola. Thank you. But Rosa says, like I left a comment to someone who said something I liked sucked. And we both appreciated responses over how heated it got. I tend to overthink it nowadays. How it gets. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I gotta stretch. Ugh. But I mean, that's cool that I'm. So when you said it got appreciated, Roses, like, do they also like go, "Hey, I appreciate your opinion, but I disagree," or you know what I mean, or what's it called? Or were you just both like, "Why are we arguing about this thing?" You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to understand. But Cherry Cole says you can sort of hear the Britney Spears and Ginger's voice. Sick. I'm stoked to hear it. So yeah. And Sam V says people are so quick to fight today. Yeah. I mean, not to be all weird, but right now, y'all know me at this point. I've been saying it with my chest more often, but all the astrology right now, every planet's in Aries right now. That's why all the warehouses are on fire. That's why there's lots of fire and lots of fights, because every planet is in Aries. Not all of them, but damn near every planet. So yeah, and that's and Aries is like the fight. It's either fight or creation. But yeah. Anyways, Rosa says, appreciate how civilized we approach each other. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, because I like getting into disagreements where, like, you know, it's coming from a place of like truly trying to understand. Because like sometimes you can end up in those like weird things on the internet where like someone's arguing, but it's more because like they're projecting, but you don't know. Because like you can only like get so much context from just like one sentence from a person. So sometimes they're like projecting something like completely unrelated, but you wouldn't know unless the conversation goes that way. But yeah. And Zaku says all they had to do was pay that fool. No, that's what I'm saying. And it's crazy too, because like Zaku, I mean, we're both technically IE. Technically, you know what I mean? If you don't mind being underneath the same wing as me, we're both IE, and that's all where the warehouses are. So like all those warehouse fires are like, except the one in New York, like they're all in our hometown. And I'm like, yeah, dude. I've had so many friends just like get absolutely wrecked working those warehouse jobs because they're brutal. And it's like, you know, out in IE, like the cost of living is just continuing to just go up and up and up and up. So I don't know. It was bound to happen at some point. Because it's like, yeah, dude, like you can barely afford to live out there anymore. Like especially with the jobs they offer out there, like it's all warehouse jobs. But Voitram says, I've been looking at something called the Saturn return that happens to people when they hit their 30s, and so far everything checks out. Brutal. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a real thing. And I think even like scientifically, they recently like did a research. I mean, not that like it wasn't like specifically the Saturn return thing, but they like recently did a thing where I guess like now oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Let me look it up so I'm just like talking out of my ass. Not an adult until 30 science. Yeah, BBC says there's a headline, people don't become adults until they're 30, says scientists. And I'm trying to think the paper. Professor Peter Jones from Cambridge University. Okay, pretty much what they're saying is it just lines up, because a lot of the you know, Saturn return thing is like that's like your last rite of passage, and then you're an adult. That in astrology land. And in fact, there's a guy named Dr. Ali who does Islamic history, and back in the BC time, or I guess the 800s, or maybe it was 500s, I don't know, like way back in the day, like 500 you know, AD or whatever, they also said that you weren't an adult until your 30s. So it's like kind of funny that it all revolves around that one Saturn return thing. But yeah. I'm sorry, I have to sneeze, that's why I'm talking kind of funny. But it's not coming out. And Rosa says, because I just pointed something out more than going against their opinions, it just hit me that day how truly different it's been. Yeah, definitely. But I'm glad to hear that y'all were able to like civilly figure it out and stuff. But yeah, I think times have been changing. I don't know, I feel like a lot of the internet apps and stuff do just like push you to like be mad and fight with people. And it's not helping with the current climate of things. Everyone's kind of angry. God. And then Sam V says, your brain doesn't fully develop until 30. And Sam V says, yep, even Jesus didn't get baptized until he was fully brained. Yeah, true, yeah, true. So yeah, but yeah, there definitely is like a brutal right before your brain fully develops moment. You know what I mean? So yeah. But it's like, what were we gonna talk about today? I feel like a whole bunch of stuff happened. I already talked about everything. Oh, wow. Not everything, but yeah. Oh, but one thing I forgot to say though is with the whole like, trying to get the ads to like rebalance themselves. Honestly, dude, so much of it is so scary. But you ever seen like the meme of the DM archive guy on Instagram, where it's like the two little like demon characters and they're like at a casino, and he's like, put everything on 17 black, and they rolled the roulette and it lands on the number. He's like, oh shit. And then like the guy's like, cool, yeah, we won, let's leave. And the guy's like, let it ride. And it's just like over and over, he keeps like betting more and more on it. That's what running Facebook ads is like. It's literally just let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Until one day you're like, man, fuck Mark Zuckerberg. But yeah, that's sick. You got the hoodie for Christmas. Low-key, I was thinking about it because that's like, honestly, I even followed Let It Ride daily because to me it's just the funniest thing in the world. I relate to it so hard. And worship giggle, no. Yeah. And Cherry Cola, oh Zayn, yeah. Let it ride. Yeah. But yeah, I love that so much. That's what it's like to promote a show too, low-key. Because like you don't really know how much tickets you're gonna sell until like the day of the show, so it's just the whole time you're just like, let it ride. And the show comes and you're like, you know what I mean? But so the best meme I've seen in a good minute, had to ask for it. Yeah, no, for real though, it honestly, I don't know, because I've been on the internet. I mean, I think we've both been on the internet for a minute, so like to see like a new, truly unique new meme, oh dude, I was hyped when I saw it. I was like, this is, yes. The house always has the edge, Roy. Yeah, the house is edging. So yeah. But Rosa says, you brought up Facebook. I'm curious how it's like with engagement. Yeah, actually, I just started posting on Facebook for the first time ever, but I'm never on it. So it's like for the first time I'm trying to like, because I stopped using like uploading to Instagram directly, and like Facebook has its own like upload to Facebook and Instagram at the same time app. And I've been using that more just because it's been a little bit easier. Because like, I hate pulling out my phone to schedule stuff, and like you get more features, but I don't know, it's been annoying where I'm just like, you know what, at this point, dude, I'd rather just use the web app to upload stuff because I'm tired of like having to upload it in the Google Drive, re-download on my phone, you know what I mean? Anyways. But it seems like it's, people are liking it. But I'm like, who's on Facebook? So, you know what I mean? So yeah. But Fortune says, memes have grown so much since the beginning. Like we got here because of the troll face. Crazy. I know, right? Yeah, memes have evolved. The thing is though, is that like low-key, I save all my memes to like Google Photos. Like, I upload, like just auto upload all my photos on my phone to Google Drive. No, I'll download a bunch of stuff. And what I didn't notice is that like the same memes get recycled like year after year. Because I would like look and I'd be like, oh, I downloaded that like a year ago. I downloaded that like a year ago. And like it'd be like this, like there's like a good like 50 memes that just keep getting recycled over and over, but like people maybe didn't see it the first time. It's kind of weird. Or like low key, in my case, I forgot the meme even existed. And like a year goes by, like, oh, this is funny, all over again. You know what I mean? So to Simply Nail's point, it's the best meme I've seen in a good minute. Because like it's very rare to see new memes, low key, in my opinion. Like truly new memes. And Sam V says, I spend more time on Instagram because all my sisters have it. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, same here. I only use Instagram now. I use Threads a little bit. I want to start posting on Threads, but I'm like, I don't know, man. What am I going to do? I'll just post my bad PC gaming takes, you know? Threads. I was thinking of what if I could like have someone like take all like the Kaiju Club emails, because they're all in the Monster Kingdom. So I have all of those and just like, you know, try to slice them up into cool little tweets or something. Because I thought that'd be kind of fun. So that way then it's like a part of the Kaiju Club email. And if you want to learn more, you should join the Kaiju Club. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I have to look into it and see if that's even like, I don't even know what to talk about. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I guess I don't know. I'll see. But Rosa says, can we bring back some classics, lol? I know, yeah. Like how classic are we talking? We're talking like Velociraptor classics? Because there's some classics. Or like Leave Britney Alone. Leave Britney alone. Or Shoes. Mushroom says, cue the YouTube playlist, important videos where the deepest memes lie. Yeah. No, for real. Honestly, Frank put me onto this. Have you heard of Unusual Memes on YouTube? There's a YouTube channel called Unusual Memes, and I like those a lot. It's like my favorite like Vine compilation. Now that Vine doesn't exist anymore. YouTube channel. And Rosa says yes. Yeah. Yeah, Unusual Memes is that's my favorite. And Cherry Cola, I haven't been able to finish Kaiju Skinder, but yeah, no worries at all, Cherry Cola. Yeah, take your time. You know, there's no rush. We're just hanging out. Just another day in the life. Oh my god, I just dropped all those vinyl. No! They fell out! Okay, they look fine. I'm so sorry. Well, alright, let's check them. Oh geez, yeah, because I guess like in the box they were just like, it just fell out of the front. Let's see, y'all. Lol, I know. But Boychum says, I have not. If it's a Frank's recommendation, I'll definitely on it. Okay, sick. But yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, Frank, I forgot how Frank put me onto it, but yeah. Okay, they look fine. Well, that one's fine at least. Let's go one by one. I mean, it didn't fall from very far, but you know what I mean. I still would feel bad. Okay, now this one's perfect. Cherry Cola, lol. Yeah. But Avery, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How's your day going? Well, I gotta sign this anyway, so. Watch everyone who orders and be like, "Don't give me a vinyl that dropped." I mean, they're fine. It just fell off like a little fold-out table. But I gotta order more Monster Tape Zero vinyl pretty soon. And I'm like, I will never financially recover from this. Because I gotta order both Monster Tape 1 and Monster Tape Zero vinyl. So I'm like, dang. Because on that note, actually, I am just about done, like, making all the songs. I'm almost on the mixing and mastering step. But there's like one last song I need to add, like chops. I call them chops and drops. So I'm sure y'all have heard them, but like whenever, like one of my songs would be like, you know, it's like repeats itself or something. Or like, you know, like in VTech where it's like, I just wanna love you, love you. So like I add those. So I gotta add, I at least always try. Not every song has it, because if it doesn't fit, then I won't do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so one last song, I just got the chops, and then the drops are like, you know, when like the snare hits and it's just quiet, and like the song comes back in. So yeah. And then it's all mixing and mastering after that. So yeah, I'm super hyped. But Voicham says, I think I've said this, but Frank is how I discovered Vaporwave and so many subgenres way back. Hey, yeah. No, I think you did, yeah. I think you mentioned it once. But that's super sick. Yeah, I just saw Frank like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, they came out here to visit me. They played a show out here and we're hanging out. It's a good old time. Yeah, Frank's my dude. We used to get hot pot all the time together. Yeah. But Nightfall says, what happened? I dropped a bunch of these vinyl, like 4 of them, but they didn't get any bad. Oh, I mean with the canceling, what's that about? Oh, Nightfall. What happened is on my Instagram, I posted a clip, or technically it's on YouTube too, but I posted a clip of me talking about like, I'm not a PC gamer anymore, Nightfall. Because like every time I tried to play PC games, they always like just don't work for me. And I'd get canceled, but I mean, in the PC gaming community, I definitely did. But pretty much I got like 70 comments, people being like, bro, just get good. Like you suck. You don't know how to use a computer. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, but thanks for stopping by, dude. How's your Sunday going? How you been? Anything new with you? And wait, this is who you're canceling? The blushy? Hell yeah. But Tiara, dude, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, my bad. Last time you pulled up, dude, my Instagram chat was broken, so I couldn't see it. So I was like trying to bounce back and forth, but I got it all fixed now, so I can see your messages. But I'm just packing orders, dude. Packing orders, Tiara. We got about like 32 over the weekend. So yeah, about to pack all these up and get them out. And if you're watching and you ordered something, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I promise I'm double checking your vinyl that dropped is good. So yeah. And Sam V says, new Lil Mouse, I get what you said. New vinyls just dropped, literally. Yeah. I get what you're saying. It took me a while to like get what you're trying to say. Sick, dude. They look fine. Cool. And Tiara says, no bad, lol. And we just did a photo shoot of a bunch of new merchandise. Let me send you a shirt. Hey, thank you. Hey, well, congrats on the new merch, dude. And yeah, I think, did I ever send you my business address? My business mailbox? If anything, just email me, dog, and yeah, I'll send you my business address. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I still have the one you gave me. It's in my closet. Yeah, I mean, but thank you. I appreciate it, dog. Hell yeah. I appreciate you want me to send me one, dude. I'll email you, no problem. Hey, thank you, dude. Heck yeah. But Nightfall says, I'm chilling. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're chilling, Nightfall. Appreciate you letting me know. But yeah, otherwise, TRS says, have you ever met Van Paul Game? I saw that you all played a show, the City Pop versus Future Funk. I was watching like on the Real Love channel. I like watched a little bit of it. I was like scrolling through, be like, hey, let's go. But I have not. I want to though. I know they're like a, you know, they've been in the City Pop scene for a minute. They're like one of the OGs, right? How was hanging out with he's very sweet. Hey, that's what's up. I'm glad to hear, dude. Yeah, we're good here too. I'm glad to hear they're sweet. That's sick. Yeah, hopefully one of these days. They're based in Chicago, right? I need to make it out there one of these days. I hella want to go to Chicago. I got like hella homies in Chicago at this point. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but has anyone seen the Mario movie yet? The new one? And Tiara says, you're sweet. I'll send you an email. Gotta hop on the video games. Be well. Hey, dude, have fun playing video games. And yeah, I'll look out for that email. And Chicago is cool, dude. One of these days, I'm about to pull up. I'm gonna pull up. But yeah. And Cherry Cola, nope. Simply a day I just came from before hopping on. Yeah. So did you, so not to, I won't spoil anything, I promise. But there's one part that I busted up laughing in the theater and my buddy was like, bro, why are you laughing so loud? But the part where Princess, I mean, it's not spoil, I hope it's not a spoiler, but the part where Princess Peach like finds the star and the star's like, I swear to God, the star looks at Peach and goes, Princess Peach, I fuckingly found you. Because he had that little accent. Oh, dude, I lost it. Watch. When y'all watch it, you'll know the part. When she finds the star listen real closely to what the star says. And Roses hasn't seen it either, but they've been wanting to. Yeah, you should. It's honestly, so me and my buddy were like debating afterwards. My buddy said they liked this one more than the last one, but I think I liked the first one more than this one. But like the first one, I was like, the first one's like a 10 out of 10 in terms of not like it's the best movie I've ever watched, but like it's a masterpiece of like this movie shouldn't be this good, but it is. You know what I mean? Like it's really, really good. This one I give like a 9 out of 10, where it's like it's really good, but it's not as perfect as the first one. You know what I mean? So yeah, but definitely it's 100% worth going. You should 100% go if you're watching this. Not sponsored. So yeah. And Sam V, the Sonic ones are, yeah, the Sonic movies are goated, dude. They're actually so good. I'm so hyped for Sonic 4. And in 2 weekends, we get the Michael Jackson movie. I might even, low key, I might go alone because I don't want anyone to, I don't want there to even be a chance of someone ruining my Michael Jackson movie experience. But Roses Lamau and Simply Dale, thank you, dude. I'm glad to hear your ears also heard that. Because in the movie theater, I was like, what? And he started laughing. My buddy was like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, did you not hear that? I was like, I'm not crazy, dude. Simply Dale says, I had to take a double take, like, nah, wait, nah, that's not what was said. I know, right? Yeah. Because like you could hear they were trying to say finally, but I don't know why the K was in there. I don't know what maybe they like coughed and they were trying to hold in the cough. And they're like, I would use that take. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But Simply, I have mixed feelings about it. I like it, but maybe it was too fast. Oh, you mean like about the movie, right? Your mixed feelings about the movie? Yeah, it was kind of like the pacing was like, okay, we're here, now we're here, now we're here, now we're here. So it was the pacing was a little like jump cutty at times. So yeah. But it was still like a, I don't know, like, still wasn't a bad movie. Like, I'd rather watch the Mario movie 10 times than watch Marty Supreme once. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But Rosa says, hopefully I don't get sick this time. Mario means a lot to me. We saw the last one on theaters. Oh, sick. Yeah. Hopefully you don't. Because yeah, it's honestly, it was super good. Yeah, Mario's one of those things too. It's kind of like Star Wars for me, where it's like I didn't realize how much it meant to me until I like really sat down and like watched the movie. I mean, if that makes sense. So yeah, White Shrimp King of Popcorn, dude. No, for real though, I love popcorn. I kind of am the king of pop. I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to put this in the room real quick. I'll be back. I in my living room. I have like pretty much my apartment is like music studio first, and like I happen to live here, and my cats happen to also deal with it. If that makes sense. So my living room is just like a bunch of like shipping supply. Gee. Sam V, I'm so crushed that Cal Cafe isn't real. I know, yeah. Honestly, I'd pull up. It probably is in like Japan or something. I bet if you like, because they have cafes for everything out there. I went to a Gundam Cafe. Did I ever tell you about Zaku? I went to the Gundam Cafe in Japan. That was super sick. I got like a Gundam latte thing where they like put the little latte, the Gundam logo in the latte. And Simply Dale says, yeah, for a Mario movie, I'm so happy about it. And the extras that were in the movie, sick. I know, right? Dude, when they pulled out my Smash main, I was like, what? And I don't want to spoil it. Let me not, actually, you know what? Low key, let me not spoil it because deadass, I was kind of pissed. So I went to, so my business mailbox, like the guy that is the manager there, he has kids. And like, honestly, another pro tip, if you're trying to make friends with someone and they have kids, just talk about their kids, dude. Like if you genuinely show interest in like hearing about their kids, like every parent, you're their best friend. Because that's all a parent wants to do is talk about their kids. So I was like, yo man, like, you know, taking the kids to Mario, and he was like, should I take them? Should I, he was should I take them, bro? Like, should I? Like, that sounds so fun. Like, should I take them? And I was like, I'm about to go today. I'll let you know next time I see you. And then one of the other coworkers there was like, oh yeah, this happened, this happened, this happens, this happens. And I was like, bro, I just told you I have to go see it tonight. Chill, bro, chill. So yeah. So if you for some reason want to be spoiled, try finding my Smash main and they're in the movie. That's all I'm gonna say. Cherry Cola says, I love Rosalina. Yeah, Rosalina was, yeah, especially in this movie, Cherry Cola, whenever it makes it over by you, Rosalina, like low-key, they made Rosalina super sick in this movie. Like Rosalina low-key was kind of built different in this movie, I'm not gonna lie. They were going crazy. I was like, yo. But Rosa says, since my stomach problems have been insane, popcorn was something I could stomach impressively, so it holds a special place in my heart. Yeah, no, for real, like, same. I mean, I've mentioned a bunch about how my stomach's been kind of goofy. Yeah, popcorn's always been something for me that's like, you know, I can still eat it. Dang, I got popcorn in I might grab some right now. I need to pack these orders. Nah, I mean, hey, I got all night. But Rosa says, I know you're talking about because social media said, nah, you'll know. Okay, cool, yeah. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about, Roses. And yeah, somebody else says, yeah, the cameos are nice, is all I can really say on them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm in the yep. But I wonder what they're gonna do with them. I wonder how it's, you know, what's the third one gonna be like? Where are they headed with all these cameos, man? You know what I mean? But Xander, dude, good to see you. How you been, man? It's been a little bit. How you feeling? But Groovy, my first time behind the wheel driving your tunes were playing. Oh, sick. Road trip tunes are Groovy tunes. Thank you, dude. I'm so glad. That's so sick. Dude, thank you for letting my tunes be the first ones you ever drive to. That's like, that's cool, dude. That's so cool. Thank you, man. I don't know, I just like hearing stuff like that because it's like, I don't know, like now for, I mean, not to be too dramatic, but like for the rest of your life, man, they're gonna be like, someone were to ask you, what was the first music you listened to when you learned how to drive? You'd be like, oh, Groovy Kaiju. Yeah, I mean, it's like such a memory. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me be a part of that memory. For real. But Washam says, y'all ever watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show? I've seen clips of it. Like, especially YouTube poops. I've seen lots of YouTube poops of it. Washam, not gonna lie. Okay, we're trying not to let this fall. Because they packed the vinyls in here. But the early days of Netflix, I did for sure for Super Mario Super Show. Somebody else says. But yo, Alec, dude, how you doing, man? It's been a while. How you feeling? But what's it called? Hope you're well. Yeah, dude, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing super good. I don't know, super random. I can fit a medium now in shirts. I've been losing weight, going to the gym a lot, so I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, we're just packing orders. Might eat some popcorn right now after I sign these Rock Reptar vinyls. And yeah. But Rosa says, am I the only one who sees they set up Mario Galaxy 2 to go along to the game? I might have seen it, but it's so obvious. Sounds like a finale from the movies. Probably. They might. I think they're trying to set up, keep it real with you, Rose. Oh, again, I hope this isn't like a spoiler, but I think they're trying to set up like a Super Smash Bros. Movie. That, because like Loki, that's what the guy at the mailbox thing was telling me. But he told me like every single cameo, and I was like, bro. And like the entire plot of the movie, I was like, bro. but yeah, I think that's where they're headed. I'm not gonna lie to you, Roses. But I think they're using the galaxy as like the entryway to like, hey, this is a whole universe. You know what I mean? But Cherry Cola says to hydrate. Thank you. And Sam V says, I like putting tahini and sugar on my popcorn. That sounds delicious, Sam V. I don't know how many. I should get tahini. I haven't had tahini in a minute. Like, I don't have any in my house. I should go buy some. And Voice Super Brother Show is on Tubi. That's super tough. Yeah, no, for real. I heard Ed and Eddie's on Tubi too. I had a homie that was like, yeah, bro, I was watching Ed and Eddie on Tubi the other day, and I was like, yo, what? Ed boy. And the Samvi's, I hope this continuation got more characters to use now. Exactly, yeah, Simblidale. And the Samvi, it's like a milestone you get to reach together. Yeah. Cigarette. Let me grab some popcorn real quick and catch up on chat too. And Cherry Cola says to hydrate again. Got you, Cherry Cola. Thank you. Xander says, absolutely love your music, man, and I've been well. I'm on my way to drive to a food truck and man a crew for markets and community events. That's super sick, dude. Yo, enjoy doing the food truck. How do you like doing food trucks, Xander? Because I've always seemed super cool. You know what I mean? Like, super random. But, well, first, that's cool you're involved in your community. But super random. My favorite food truck was back when I could still eat cheese. It was like this grilled cheese food truck, dude. And I've never been able to find a grilled cheese like it ever since. Like, they always put all the these different meats into them. And there was out in Seattle. It was hella dank. But yeah, here, let me, my bad, I had to go grab my popcorn. All right, cool, we got popcorn. But real quick, Voice said you gotta go. Oh, King's here. Oh, King, dude, good to see you. I'm sorry. I've been catching up on chat. Thanks for stopping by, King. How's your Sunday going, King? But Voice gotta head out. Can't wait to catch you on the next stream. Catch you around, Voice. Thanks for stopping by, dude. It's always good hanging out with you. But what else am I? Everyone. Oh, we're all talking together. Hell yeah. Voice says yes on the smash. And Rosa says it was confirmed by Miyamoto himself. Oh, Lamau. Sorry to ruin the fun. Yeah, no worries, Roses. Well, thanks for letting me know. I hope this isn't coming up super loud. You know, we're good. That's kind of loud. Alright. Please don't make a mess. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this is on my popcorn strat, but I just eat out of a cup. But, King says, I have a VHS of the old Mario show. It's a Western one. That's sick, dude. That's super sick, King. Hell yeah. And, my bad. Cool, I think we all caught up. Lozano says, Mediterranean food. I love Mediterranean food, dude. That's so sick. Doing kebabs and gyros. How do you say? Do you say gyros or? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But hey, my first time ever getting a food truck was a grilled cheese one. Had a Hawaiian grilled cheese and never had one as good as it. I know, right? Some grilled cheese trucks, dude, they just get the right team of people, put them in that truck, and they just know what they're doing. They just, they just come together and just absolutely just make the greatest thing you ever had in your life. And it's you can't ever go back to it. It was like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Rose says, I want some popcorn now. Honestly, yeah. Simply Pop. It's also hella healthy too. Not gonna lie. King says, all good so far. What about you? Yeah, I've been chilling, dude. Just been went to the gym yesterday. Honestly, dude, I kind of took a break yesterday, low-key. I took a vacation day, I'm not gonna lie. It was unintentional, but I just had I track both my personal life time and my business time. And just the way the week worked out is that all my personal life stuff I did yesterday. So yesterday was kind of an off day where I was just stretching, going to the gym, cooking, you know what I mean? But it took me a whole 8 hours of just doing stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for asking, King. And Alex says they have to go back to work. Dude, thanks for stopping by, Alec. Always good to see you, dude. Thanks for all the support, dude. But glad you could catch the stream too. And yeah, we're gonna keep here chilling and hanging out. So yeah, thank you, Alec. I appreciate it, dog. But Skyr says they're called Euros. Oh yeah, or gyros when they're referring to Beyblades. Yeah, I got that Beyblade in me, dude. I can't help myself. But yeah, I had a feeling. I knew it was Euros. Whenever I hear Euros too, I always think of European. But I'm but it's not. I don't know. Oh, what the heck, dude? It's today's National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. That's crazy, dude. We really be manifesting it here, dude. We really be manifesting it. That's crazy. But yeah, now we're gonna start looking through all the days. But yeah, I forgot what my grilled cheese was, but I don't know. It was just it was in Seattle. But yeah, because the reason why is because I used to work at Amazon. I was on the Alexa team, so I helped build the developer dashboard. So that's another thing with all the PC gaming people with skill issue, bro. If you've ever owned an Alexa, my code ran on your Alexa. My intern code ran on your Alexa at some point. So I'm what you mean, bro? What you mean skill issue, bro? But But yeah, the thing about Amazon is that like their whole philosophy was like, look, we don't give you free food, but like we'll just pay you more, which is kind of like, I mean, in terms of the software, I was like, hey, you know, for sure. But yeah, what they would do is for all the Amazon employees, like a bunch of food trucks would just pull up South Lake Union, like that area of Seattle, and they would just all pull up like all kinds of food trucks. And my favorite was the grilled cheese one. There was also like a, you know, wood-fired pizza one, which is also kind of like crazy because like, how do you fit a wood fire oven in a food truck? But like, they would like essentially pull up the food truck, and the food truck's like trunk would open up, and they would like hang it off the edge of the food truck, and they had like a whole wood-fired oven. But that one was more expensive. That was like a hella expensive food truck. So we'd only go there once in a while. My homies were like, "No, bro, let's get pizza." It would take forever too because it like would fire your pizza. You know? Anyways, cherry cola. I'm on grilled cheese. Yeah, same. I wish I could still eat grilled cheese. I mean, I can get vegan cheese. I don't know. Grilled cheese. But yeah. But the funniest story, I tell this people all the time, low-key, like in person. But when that was kind of crazy, it was kind of like, it was kind of racist, but it was also kind of like friendly fire, if that makes sense. It was racist, but it was friendly fire. So I was an intern at Amazon, and I look like me. I still look like this, you know what I mean? But there was like a little like fried chicken food truck. It's kind of like Raising Cane's, except like there's a place in Seattle called Aliases, and it's so dang, dude. It's like their Raising Cane's, except like low key better. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of better than Raising Cane's, but like it was before Raising Cane's, really. I mean, it's been around for a while. But you know what I'm trying to say. Before it expanded, Aliases is like, dude, that place is dank. So anyways, Aliases had the food truck that was coming to Amazon, and she was like an older black lady, and every time I see her, you know, she was like an older black lady in Seattle. She's like, "Oh, how you doing, baby? What can I get for you?" You know what I mean? Like, just all real wholesome. You know what I mean? So every time I'm like, "Oh, like, you know, good to see you." And we just had to walk farther to get there too. But anyways, one day she was like, "Oh, I always love you, so nice." Oh, you know, she was all complimenting me and stuff, and she was like, "So where do you work? Why are you always hanging out with the Amazon people?" It's like, "Oh, because I'm an intern at Amazon." She was like, "You doing like security or something?" And I was like, "No, I'm an engineer." She was like, "Oh, my bad." I was like, "Damn, grandma, can't think I could be smart. That's crazy." I was like, friendly fire, bro, chill. So yeah. Simply Dale. Exactly, yeah. Simply, I mean, I'm sure you, yeah. I mean, Simply Dale gets me. I was like, Grandma, no. I can see where that's going. Yeah. But I mean, like, at the same point, though, I was like, "Oh, you think I'm built enough to be a security guard?" That's kind of a compliment a little bit, right? I mean, she was like, "Hey, you know, you kind of, you know what I mean, you look kind of built. Like, what's up?" You know what I mean? I don't know. Like a security guard, sometimes, you know, they look like they exclusively eat protein. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if I should be. It was just kind of more silly than anything. Yeah, true. There's like half and that. Yeah, exactly, right? I wasn't too upset. I was like, okay, yeah. There's something nice. There's something nice in here if you dig deep enough. You know what I mean? But Rosa says anything is better than Raising Cane's if it's seasoned. Yeah. I don't know. Aliases is kind of funny because it is seasoned, but it's like, yeah, it is seasoned, but I don't know. It just has like its own like something about it. It's just like good at Aliases, but there is some kind of seasoning, but I don't know how to describe it. Something like really spicy, not really. It's just good. If that makes sense, which it doesn't. But you know what I mean. But yeah. But Xander says Groovy has his own security at his concert. I mean, dead ass, keeping it real, yeah. I used to like go around Crystal and being like, if anyone gives you trouble, let me know. Me and security guards will kick them out for you. You know what I mean? But like the security guards at the show I used to run in LA, like those dudes were ripped. Like there was one guy that was like ripped. And I was like, yo. It's just funny though, because it's like, you know, because they're meant to like, because the guy who ran the show, like the venue, I mean, of the show I used to do, like they would do like reggaeton nights and like my anime show, you know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, people will like fly in from New York and just cause issues and like they'll get super drunk and start fighting. And like they'll have like 3 security dudes like carry a guy out and stuff. So it was just like crazy. And like compared to us, it's like, you know, you got this like super ripped dudes ready to like fight people from New York, just like around a bunch of nerds that are just like hi, how's it going? You know what I mean? So sometimes the security guys will look kind of bored because they're like, we don't gotta fight anyone. You know what I mean? Like no one here is getting beyond drunk, so we can just kind of chill tonight. They should be on their phone the whole time. But yeah, Xander. But I mean, so technically, yeah, I was always like, hey, let me or Troy know. One of the security guys' name is Troy. He was super cool. But D, the creator, good to see you, D. How you doing? Yeah, you've come through before, right? So how you been, man? How you been since last time? And I don't know how to say I've always seen your name all the time. Is it Riddy? How should I say it? But we talk all the time on comments. But how you doing, dude? What's up, Beijing? Yeah, dude, what's up? How you doing? We're always saying hi to each other in the comments. And so with easy money for them on the night? No, for real though. Like for real, yeah, they were always like super stoked to work our nights. Cause it was like, yeah, dude, I just gotta pull up and not do anything. This is awesome. Just gotta check a bunch of like nerds' IDs at the door and just hang out for the rest of the day. Is like, this is perfect. And we're right next to like this like hella good Mexican food place. So like, you know, they get paid right after the show, the security guards, and go get some, we see them getting the same burritos as us. So they'd be like, yeah. You know what I mean? It was a good time. It was a good time. But Rosa says, why be bored when you could hear the music? I'd struggle to do my job over that. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like, I mean, they wouldn't be like super bored. Like some of them, like I think I mentioned once, like a lot of the bartenders were like super into the stuff. Like the homie Paulo after a while was like, bro, play some more city pop, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, so they weren't like super mega bored, but it was, you know, it was cool. But Riddy, I'm gonna say Riddy, dude. Real, always good to say hi from time to time. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Cool. And Xander says, I'm gonna go see my first concert here in Columbus. Oh, sick. Sonic Temple is gonna see Megadeth live. Who's Sonic Temple? Are you Sonic Temple? But that's sick to see Megadeth, dude. Megadeth is like classics. Low key, a friend of a friend used to like mix and master for Megadeth. Like I had a buddy, his college roommate after college ended up like becoming a mastering engineer and like ended up like mastering a bunch of stuff for Megadeth. So like they were like dorm mates back in the day. So I was like, dude, that's so sick. No. Yeah, I'm trying to see if the CD's gonna move around. Oh, Sonic Temple is a festival. Okay, sick, Xander. Yeah, I never heard of Sonic Temple. That's cool though. Yo, Pancorn, dude, hello. Dude, Pancorn, thanks for liking all my stories, man. I've been low-key keeping an eye on who's been, because I posted that one thing, or the PC gaming thing, Pancorn, so I've been like keeping an eye on who's, not that I'm like looking for that. I normally don't look at who looks at my stories, but I saw you've been liking my stories, man. Thanks for always liking my stories, dude. Keeping up with me. I only like the good ones. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, no worries, Pancorn. I noticed. How you doing, dude? How you been? But here, let me tape this up. And then what else? What other day is it today? What's National Grilled Cheese Day? Big Wind Day. Is it windy anywhere for anyone right now? Actually, what's been kind of a bummer, my car is like hella dirty right now because they don't have like, they have like a little sun thing for by parking in my apartment, but they don't have like any like indoor parking, if that makes sense. So because of that, like the other day, like there was like a big windstorm. My car's just like caked in dirt right now. But I'm like, I don't feel like taking it to get it washed. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I have to get a car wash at some point, but I've been like being kind of lazy about it. Pancorn says, I've been doing all right. I've had to drive a bit more than I'd like to today. Yeah, honestly, dude, I feel you on that. Some days, dude, like I end up like driving a bunch and I'm like, I don't want to like driving anymore. And everyone's like, come on, bro, let's go to one more place. It's like, no, dude, you drive. And they're like, but I can't. And I'm like, well, damn. But Rosa says it was raining and windy over here. Dang. Yeah, well, it's a big wind day, so something, I guess, you know, it called it. Whoever decided April 12th was big wind day, they knew something was coming. But as Andrew says, earlier here in Columbus, we had a massive windstorm, ripped massive trees apart. Dang, dude. Yeah, we had one out here last year where like a bunch of trees just got like decimated. And then they were like, oh, it's just gonna be like a small haboob. They're called haboobs. But this one was like crazy big. Like surprisingly, like, oh wow, it was not small. Yeah, today's also Cosmonautics Day. So shouts out to, didn't anyone like keep up with the NASA thing? Didn't NASA go to the moon recently or something? I was like, yo. We're going back to the moon, baby. So that was super sick. Get this off of here. Yeah, shouts out to, actually, I don't know if I could say the name because the name is pretty unique. I don't want them to get doxxed. But as somebody that says, oh yeah, Artemis, they just came back. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been just seeing it on like Instagram here and there. People like, yo, Artemis, it's going crazy. They on the moon and shit. They really be on the moon. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like the updates are like every time I see it. They really sent them to the moon, let's go! And Pancorn said, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, shouts out to them, dude. And also, it's hamster day. Does anyone have a hamster? I low-key kind of want to get a hamster. I've been thinking about that. I don't know why I've been so into like getting more pets lately. I cannot afford another pet. My 2 cats already, I'm already like, dang, I don't have to get a job or something. Yeah, I'll be costing money. But Xander says, I'll see you later, Groovy. Oh, you're talking to you. You too, dude. Stay groovy. You stay groovy as well, Xander. But yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to get a hamster. I think I had like 3 different hamsters growing up. And like, I remember one of them bit me and I was like, oh no. My finger got all messed up. The hamsters are super cute. And is anyone an only child? Today's your day. It's National Only Child Day. I got 3 siblings though, so I'm not an only child. And Superdale says either a hamster, a ferret, or a raccoon, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, are you allowed to have ferrets over where you're at? So I know it's like only certain states allow you to have ferrets. I think you're allowed to have them in Arizona if you really wanted one. And I don't think you're allowed to have a raccoon ever, right? Yeah, speaking of only child, I think I only have one friend that's an only child, like these days. And Rosa says, I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. Oh, that's cool. I'm the oldest on my mom's side. Yeah, I've always wondered what it must be like to be the youngest. Let's leave that there for now. And Cherry Cola says, I grew up with no siblings, but I have an older sister. Oh, nice. Also, there was like a big age gap than Cherry Cola. And Simply Dale says, so ferrets are legal, but you need permits. Did not know having a pet could mean needing permits too. Yeah, no. Yeah, because I think ferrets are like, you know, they're super wild. And Pancorn says, I would be the oldest, but my twin is a minute older than me. Dude, that's wild. I remember you told me you're a twin. That's cool. Are you sure they never swapped? Because I've heard that's a thing that happens sometimes. Like, you know, they'll like swap on accident. Feels like you look exactly alike. Because maybe, you know, you got to figure out, make sure that maybe you're the older one. This, you know what I mean? And Sky says, you could technically have a raccoon anywhere as long as the police don't find out. That's true. That's true. You can do a lot of things, Sky, if the police don't find out. And Jerry Cole, I have secret siblings on my father's side. That's honestly, that's kind of cool. Yep, 10 plus age gap. Dang. That's cool though. And Pancorn says, I don't know, TBH, yeah. Yeah, because I was talking to Frank, funnily enough. We were talking about them earlier. And one of our other mutual friends, John, I think they're a twin. And they were saying that, like, you know, I don't know, just based on like various things, we're like, I think you guys were swapped at a young age. Because like y'all are, because like just, I don't know, just the way they act is kind of like, doesn't make, you know what I mean? I don't know, we have reasons to believe that they were swapped at a young age. And Rosa says, raccoons look so soft. Yeah, no, for real, dude, they look adorable. And Pancorn, no, I'm sorry you got ads. But yo, Lane, dude, good to see you. How you been? It's been a little bit. But dude, just want to stop by before heading to bed for work tomorrow. Hey, dude, well, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you got a second, let me know how you're doing. It's always good to hear from you, Lane. I hope work's been going all right. And it's also Pretzel Sunday, dude. Didn't we eat any pretzels today? We talked about pretzels a bunch last time. Yeah, pretzels are hella dank. I just get tired of them, like after a while. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tired of pretzels after a little bit. And yo, shouts out to all the Canadians, because yesterday was Poutine Day. Honestly, so yeah, when I went to Toronto, like a few times. The homie Indy, we did get poutine. I think poutine's okay, but I feel like it's one of those things where like every place serves it because it's like the Canadian food, but like you kind of have to like go to the right spot to get like good poutine. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like, at least. Do we got any Canadians? What, not any opinions on poutine? But yeah, but it is, I don't know, you could just tell it is like, I couldn't imagine eating it drunk. I think I would puke. Because it's like cheese, gravy, and like french fries for the most part, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty good. But again, like, I don't know if I'd necessarily want to eat poutine like that. But Lane says, everything's been all right. Got to meal prep for the rest of the week. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, same, dude. I did that yesterday. I made honey butter chicken Alfredo. It's so good, dude. That sounds hella good. Honey butter, dude. Honey butter is so dank. Yeah, I've been kind of goofy. I've been getting kind of goofy in that, I made like a little, like what I've been doing is I made chickpeas, corn, and shredded chicken. And I just like low-key just drench it in like Japanese barbecue sauce. And that's what I've been up to lately. Not even gonna front. Not even gonna front. But yeah, honey butter sounds so dank, dude. I'm a little jealous. But I don't know if I could eat Alfredo anymore because that's all the milk. I'm lactose. But yeah, if you haven't had poutine, it's okay. But yesterday was National Marketing Operations Appreciation Day. So shouts out to anyone doing marketing like me. Yeah, marketing is kind of wild. On National Pet Day too. Shouts out to your pets. And Slow Art Day. What does that even mean? Yeah, does anyone feel like they have to take their time with art? That's one thing. Like, how do y'all feel about like, you know, art classes? Because that's one thing that's always been like trippy, is that like, if you think about it, like if you're not the kind of, I guess, well, if you want to make any kind of professional art, you kind of have to do it on a schedule. So like, probably what the art class really prepares you for, to do art like on a timeline, because you have to like launch stuff. But I always feel bad for the people that take like a bit longer to make their art. Like they're kind of like, you probably won't see it. It's like, you know what I mean? Because you can't really take your time. But I always found that interesting about art class, is that you couldn't just like, you know, do art class and just really practice on one piece. You have to like just pump out a bunch of pieces by a certain time, and then you get graded on it. And then Lane says, I want to see if I can make Pokeballs next time. Yeah, that would be super dank. Yeah, low-key, me and someone I used to date, they used to, low-key, this is kind of crazy, but so, you know, please don't just listen to me and just immediately go do this. But at Costco, the salmon they sell is technically sushi grade. Like, it's technically good enough to be used for like things like poke and stuff, but you have to just kill all the parasites by freezing it overnight. So what they would do is they would cut up the salmon. Oh wait, no, they would do it after. I forgot. I think they would just cut up the salmon and then freeze like all the chunks. No, I think they might have froze it first, but you have to like freeze it for like 48 hours, and then you thaw it out. Then you can cut it up and then just eat it raw like that. And those Pokeballs were so good. Lane, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you can get the salmon from Costco to do it. But just like, you know, again, like please double check, because I don't want you to get violently sick and be like, well, Groovy said. But that's what we used to do. We did that for like a good like year. So I've done it like plenty of times and I never died. So yeah. But Skyr says, I ain't got money for classes, could really use them though. I feel that, yeah. Yeah, low-key, like not even like a community college class? Or do you have a community college near you? Because I know you say you live in like an older folks home, or older folks town. Hey, Adam.
New merch order from Adam.
Hey, thank you, Adam. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it as soon as I can. Or probably right now, honestly. If you're actually here, I'll pack it right now, but yeah. Yeah, but sometimes I'm always like, let me see if my local community college has any cool classes. Because I'm like, it kind of really cool to learn something. I like learning. But Rosa says, I take forever with art. It was chaotic trying to get used to the idea of being quick in art class. Exactly, yeah. Like, I feel bad for anyone that like genuinely likes to take the, you know, like just the way they like creatively express themselves is like on their own schedule. So like I always felt bad and like, man, like art class just, you know what I mean, wasn't made for you. It was kind of sad. But some video says it's nice to learn about the different terminologies, styles in art, but jumping into topic after topic is just not fun. Yeah, exactly, Simply Dale. That was kind of annoying. Cause like, you know, I don't know. Like I always sucked at like drawing like pictures of people. The thing in art class that I was good at was like perspective. I was really good at like drawing like cityscapes and stuff, low key, for some reason. And so like it'd be a bummer that we go into perspective and I'm like, my time to shine, you know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, we're going to shading now. I always sucked at shading. So it's like, there's only like 1 month of the year that I was actually good. You know what I mean? And then I sucked at everything else. Oh, like this isn't fun. Just have to suck 90% of the year and then like be good at this one thing. But Lane says, I'll look into that for sure. Sick, dude, yeah. They also sell like, I know at Sam's Club, they sell like little like Pokeball, like pre-made things, but they're so expensive, dude. I was like gonna buy one and I was like, oh, hell no, dude. So yeah, because you know, fish is so expensive to get. But Rosa says, lately I've been trying to get used to the idea of just doodling anything regardless of how I feel. Oh yeah, definitely, that's super cool. Yeah, definitely. I think just like, you know, oh, I forgot to put this in here. That's fine, it's fine. We can slip it in. Oh, damn it. He's going to Cody. But yeah, I think I don't know. That's something I'm trying to get better at too, low-key. Roses is just throwing art out there, just to like have it, you know what I mean? So I 100% feel you on that. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing that too. But Skyr says, no community colleges that I'm aware of, even regular college near-ish, don't have much in the way of art or music. Oh, that's a bummer. Are they all like STEM then? You would think. But yeah. Dang. Skyr, I'm always trying for you, man. I'm always trying to give you ideas. But yeah. I know your hometown is interesting, to say the least. Elaine says, yeah, I'd rather buy everything separately. Shading and lighting were always the hardest for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've always sucked at shit. I don't know. Like, it's kind of funny because you know what it probably is? Because low-key, when you start making enough music, you kind of start to hear sound differently, deadass. Like, I know it sounds funny, but like, I can hear things that most people can't. Does that make sense? In music. And I'm sure a lot of us here probably could too, because just if you listen to enough music, you start to hear, your ear gets like really good at just hearing like small stuff like that. But like, I don't know, your mom who listens to like, I don't know, country probably couldn't tell the difference between like a good mix and a bad mix. You know what I mean? But that's how I feel about when it comes to like my eyes. Like people who do visual art, like to me a shadow is just a shadow, but to them like they can understand why the shadow happens and why it looks the way it does. I'm like missing a whole perception in my brain. And I feel like that's what people who are good at shading can do. They could just look at shadows and be like, yep, that I understand. I'm like, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. I literally can't see it. Skyr says, even K-State only has choir last I remember as far as like music goes. This whole state is just Dogwater Farmville, dang. Well, my bad, man. You know, I'm sorry to hear that it's all Dogwater Farmville. I forgot to put stickers in both of these CDs. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Well, I guess I might as well weigh this and then get the thing on there. Because I was so focused on trying to get like the cardboard on the CD safe that I forgot to put stickers in the CD. Oh well, it is what it is. Count your W's, not your L's, dude. Just pretend like they didn't happen. Man, there's all kinds of weird days. It was also recently Poet and a Cupcake Day. That's interesting. So I guess if today's a day, if you make cupcakes, you're supposed to print out little pictures of different poets and put them on a cupcake. I have to open it all the way. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Thanks to me. And it's also National Siblings Day. I know we were just talking about who's an only child, so. Or it was not today, but it was like 2 days ago. Yeah, they got some weird days, dude. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm trying to open this up. What else we got? Farm animals. We got cinnamon. Loki, I used to have like an aunt that lived in Kentucky, and she deadass had like a horse farm. Or she had a horse. So I had like a niece that was like a horse girl for a hot second. No, it's super random, but it was like a family friend. It wasn't like my family. But yeah. So I remember once we visited them and I was like, dang, y'all really own a horse. This is crazy. You know what I mean? And I remember like this family friend also had like a whole tobacco farm. And I was like, what is going on? But yeah. Oh shit.
New merch order from Noah.
Thank you, Noah. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it right now, dude. I appreciate you, Noah. Put these in there. What else we got? Oh, I missed Noah's message. It's also Golfer's Day. Encourage a young writer. Yeah, does anyone here do any writing? So that's one thing that, like, from doing the Kaiju Club and everything, I've kind of been like tripped out on like I I never saw myself as a writer. And like, I think the foreshadowing for that in my life was, I remember when I did all my like AP classes, I remember I did better on the English portion than I did on the math portion. And I was like, huh, that's weird. But I never like really like sat down to like think about what that meant at the time. I was just like, so I was like, I like math more. And then the day I did better on like an English college exam than I did on the math exam, I was like, huh, what does this mean? But I never like thought, you know, never thought beyond that. Yeah, low-key writing kind of underrated. If you're a good writer, dude, that can take you a lot of places. Trust me, I know. I'm living it. But Jordy, good to see you. How you doing? Jordy Poopy, that's a funny name. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going, dude? Oh shit. It was National Unicorn Day on April 9th, dude. Shouts out to all the unicorns out there, dude. What's funny is back when I had an afro, before I had like my locks, sometimes my afro would mess up and I'd have like a horn. People used to call me a unicorn in high school. Like, bro, your hair's in a unicorn. And Skyer says, I used to write creepypastas when they were popular. Oh, dang, dude. Don't even think I put them online. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I can't. That's cool. I can't do horror, though. Even creepypastas, I'd like read them sometimes on like Tumblr way back in the day. I'd be like, oh, hell no, this is too scary. I don't know why I get so scared easily about like horror things. I'm like, oh, hell no, dude. I'm good. Life is already scary enough, man. But that's cool you still got him in the journal. Wait, other than that, Baton Day, Lamau. Alcohol screening, Chicken Little Awareness, National Chinese Almond Cookie Day. Have y'all had the Chinese almond cookies? I don't think I've seen them all the time, but I don't think I've ever actually had them. And Cherry Cole says, creepypasta mentioned? Yeah, dude. Yeah, Sky's doing everything, dude. Got the Sega archive, writing creepypastas, dude. Straight chilling. Assuming it hasn't disappeared. Well, maybe that's the creepypasta in itself, Skyer, is that maybe you gotta write a creepypasta about how your creepypasta disappeared. Creepily. I'm sorry, that's dumb. Yeah. Has anyone drawn a bird today? Because on Wednesday it was Draw a Bird Day. So shouts out to all the birds. I think we were talking about furries at one time. Yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers, Regular Car Reviews, they're like a bird furry. Which is super random. But is that like a birdie? I know we got furries in the chat. What are the bird furries called? And Sky says it was all Pokemon creepypastas. Oh, sick, hell yeah. Yeah, Pokemon kind of does have some creepy lore. Like, isn't a Gengar just like a dead Clefairy or something like that? And like Cubone's like mom died or something. Like every Cubone's mom dies. But yeah, all the ghost Pokemon have like some wild like backstory. And Zaku says, yo, there was a ton of furries in Little Tokyo yesterday. Oh, sick. Wonder if there was like a Little Tokyo furry meetup or something. Yeah, Skyer says, Cubone literally wears the skull of its mother. Yeah, that's so brutal, dude. Rosa says, I drew a bird with a Mario hat and a mustache. Oh, Charles, thank you, Charles.
New merch order from Charles.
If you're watching, Charles, let me know. I'll pack it right now. Yeah, Rosa says, I drew a bird with a Mario hat and a mustache for March 10th, but not in that day or lately. Okay, yeah. I feel it. That's cool. You're drawing birds. Yeah, it's one thing I could never draw either. I've always sucked at drawing birds. I just suck at drawing, dude. I wish I could draw. I'm visually challenged when it comes to it. I can make a dope beat, but dude, I cannot draw to save my life. But yeah. And it's International Feng Shui Awareness Day. Has anyone ever like done their apartment or like, you know, laid out their house according to feng shui? Because I've never actually like learned it, but I feel like I should. Because I feel like sometimes I feel like my interior design game could be improved. But Rosa says the furry talk hit me. Imagine one day getting a costume of Groovy Kaiju and it looks similar to the Godzilla costume or something. Yeah. One of these days, that would be sick. I would love to have a Groovy Kaiju costume. I'd wear it every year for Halloween. Yeah, imagine. Oh, that'd be so sick. Like Groovy Kaiju Halloween live shows, and I show up as Groovy Kaiju in a costume. That'd be so cool. But yeah, it probably would look just like a Godzilla costume, I'm not gonna lie. Or similar-ish. Because there is a little small details here and there between Groovy Kaiju and Godzilla. Because like I let Michaela really like imagine the character. So like, they're very similar, but low-key, I think they kind of match more Reptar, low-key. If you think about it, like I think when I compare Groovy Kaiju to Godzilla, I think Groovy Kaiju looks more like Reptar from Rugrats. But I don't know. But of course the inspiration is Godzilla. Let's keep it real. It's like inspired by. It's like a sample of a sample of a sample. But Skyr says, speaking of the Genesis archive, a handful of other consoles have also since been added. Oh, sick. So it's becoming like an overall like Sega archive then. But Zaku says their ex's mom was all into feng shui. Yeah, I gotta get into it. We'll watch some videos or something at some point. Get a feng shui degree or something. Yeah. But yo, 444, dude, 444. How you doing, dude? How's your Sunday? How you been? Anything new with you? And Pancorn says the glasses, of course. Yeah, the glasses on the. Definitely have to have the glasses for a Groovy Kaiju costume. But 444 says I'm about to cop Monster Zero after the stream. Hey, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be honestly, we're already like 2 hours in. I've only packed like 2 orders, so if you pick it up like after right after the stream, I'll pack it and get it in the mail to you by tomorrow. 444, like for real. So I'm gonna be packing orders like all night. Keep it real. Because we have about like 30 something. I think 35 now. Because we got some new ones just now. So yeah, I'm crushing all these. But yeah, thanks for being down and grab it. 444, I really appreciate it, dude. And 444, say less, my guy. Heck yeah, dude. But yeah, I'll pack it off stream for you because I'm gonna do all of them right after this. So you'll get like the shipping notification by like Monday morning at the latest. This guy says, list a few of them. Sega 32X, the Pico, dude. Heck yeah. Virtual Boy and Fairchild Channel F. Sick. Yeah, dude, it's growing. That's sick, dude. Heck yeah, Skyr. I'm hyped for your archive. I'll certainly look it up. I've actually never used SoulSeek before. So, but I've heard about it. I know it's something I need to like look into. So I know a bunch of Vaporwave music people will like use SoulSeek to distribute their stuff. But sick. It's also, it was a National Empanada Day on Wednesday. I don't know if I've had an empanada low key. Wait, no, I have. Well, I've had like the low key, the African ones. Like there was this one thing they had at Sprouts where it was like an empanada, but it was like from like what's it called? I want to say not Nigeria, from Ghana maybe. It was like something West African, but they look like empanadas, and those were super dank. The little frozen ones. So not like the fresh thing, but yeah. And Zaku says, did you see iPath shoes are back? I did not. That's sick. Yeah, they're bringing back all the shoe companies. Are they still? Oh, that's sick, dude. Yeah, I just watched. Oh, dude, they're so expensive though. Oh my god, yeah, they're definitely banking on all the dudes who now work in corporate that still skate sometimes. Sick. Yeah, I'll check those out. Let me see if I can grab it from the Twitch chat. Can I click the? I can't click the link from here. I don't know if I can click that, dude. Can you text it to me, Zaku? My bad. For 48 V work, Pikmin. Hell yeah, I love Pikmin. Pikmin's sick. I remember once I walked all the way to GameStop to get like a used copy of Pikmin, and I remember I beat it on GameCube. It was crazy that the first Pikmin, you only had like so many days to beat the game, or else it would just, you know, you had to start all the way over. Like your whole save file had to start all the way over. But yeah. And can we collab in FL Studio 48 work? Honestly, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm too busy. Like, my bad to be rude, but I'm not doing collabs right now just because I'm really focusing on making Monster Save 1. I have to get it done by May, or else, like, you know, I to get the vinyl ordered and stuff. So right now I'm just like locked in on that. But thanks for asking though. I appreciate you asking. But yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm making the music I'm working on right now. I already have like a more like planned out the music I'm making for the rest of the year. My bad, dude. But Sky says I would highly recommend getting Nicotine Plus. It's a great friend for a sales seek. Oh, okay. I want to recommend me some cigarettes. But it's a great what's it called? A great friend for Soul Seek with a UI that doesn't look kind of ugly. Okay, sick. Yeah. Yeah, future me when I rewatch the VOD, look into Nicotine Plus or get into Soul Seek. Because I've never used Soul Seek, so I'm like open to whatever. And 48 work, watch my studio stream tonight. Love you, Kaiju. Hey, thank you, dude. Send the love right back to you, dude. Thank you for the love. If you don't mind, can you email me a link? 48 work? Oh, 48 walk. I'm sorry. Yeah, my email's on my bio just because I don't know where your stream is. My bad. But yeah, I'll try to stop by if I can. Yeah, tonight I'm just gonna be packing orders. So yeah. But Sasquatch, dude, good to see you. How you been? Anything new with you, Sasquatch? Been chilling? But Super Skytops still wear out to quick skating though. Remember all the red ones, Hot Mix, Illwing, yeah. Yeah, Super Skytops, I totally remember those two. I think who was wearing those a lot? I forgot the guy's name. I think it was like Jeff something, I don't know. But yeah, it was one of the, I remember whenever I think of Super Skytops, there's like this one particular pro skater I remember used to always wear them. But also Wednesday was trading cards for grown-ups day, which is hella funny. Yeah, I have like, so all of us Magic the Gathering players, all of us Yu-Gi-Oh players. It was our day on Wednesday, dude. But sick. And A, I got it, Zaku, thank you. Let's see what this is talking about. Tennis ball shoes. That's comedy. Hell yeah. Honestly though, that kind of goes hard, I'm not gonna lie.
New merch order from Aldo.
Thank you, Aldo. Oh, Aldo was just, hey, Aldo, that's you, dog. Hey, okay, cool. We'll pack that right now. Let's get it, Aldo. I'll put that there for now, so Aldo can see it live. But Skyr says, oh my god, my best Pikmin run, my best Pikmin 1 run was 13 days, 0 deaths. That's super impressive. I remember when I finished Pikmin 1, Skyr, I was like barely like made it by the last day. That's crazy. You didn't like, is that like a speed run technically? Did you like speed run it then? Well, that's sick. There's also National Zoo Lovers Day on Wednesday. I need to go to the zoo. We have a zoo out here in Arizona, but I haven't been yet. I think my current speed run. Oh, the current speed run for Pikmin 1 is just 6 days. That's wild. And yeah, 444. I got it, Aldo. I'm printing it out literally for you right now. Like you probably won't get the shipping notification for a couple hours because it always like takes a little bit just to make sure in case oh my god, just in case I have to change anything. But literally, I'm printing it right now. Like it's gonna. Bzzz. You probably can't hear it, but I just printed it right now. So yeah. Oh, TJ.
New merch order from TJ.
If you're watching, TJ, let me know. I'll pack you an order too, right after Aldo. But yeah, I'm hooking up with stickers too, Aldo. Thanks for the order, dude. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's get this. Oh my god. Gotta move this over somewhere else. Hey, senorita. Oh my god. And Rose says, amazing run. I know, right? And Skyr says, I'm not quite that good. Hey, right? I mean, 13 days is still beyond impressive, dude. To me, that's like, you're pretty good. You don't have to necessarily be world record pace to still be good. Oh yeah, remember how I used to mention, I mean, not to change topics, but remember how I said I'm like good, but well, we're like in between friends and acquaintances. Like, he used to be my buddy's band. We used to skate together every once in a while, but they ended up moving out to like, yeah, I think the Midwest. But pretty much, have y'all heard of the YouTube channel Summoning Salt? Now we're talking about speedrunning. Aldo says, "Fuck yeah, heck yeah, Aldo, clutch brother, you're the clutch one. Thank you, I appreciate it so much, Aldo, for real." And Skyr says, I'm good enough at Figment to race the average person and put money on the table. Yeah, dude. For real. I mean, no, for real though, yeah. That I would bet on you, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That's impressive. What do I know? And then throw one of these in there. Yeah, Aldo, this is as many stickers I think I could fit in the CD while it still closes. So just check the inside of the CD, but I'm giving you all these stickers, dog. Like, they're almost gonna fall, but yeah, you'll see. I gave you a whole bunch. Thank you, Aldo. I really appreciate it, dog. Yeah, okay, it's barely okay. It could just close. Let's get you a bubble mailer. Yeah, Sasquatch says Pikmin 2 you can take 600 days. Yeah, no, for real. You can take as long as you want in that game. But yeah, Summoning Salt. They did the world record of Spyro video. They're like Summoning Salt, like their YouTube channel just dedicated to like documenting like how world records and speedrunning are made. And it's super sick because I've mentioned like in the Kaiju Club, and here I'll stream a bunch that like, again, I have like someone who's like in between a friend and acquaintance. Like, we're not like super mega close, but we used to hang out a lot, you know what I mean? And like, he's a cool dude. And but yeah, pretty much in the video, since he was one of the world record holders like multiple times in a row, he was in the video, and I was like watching the whole thing, and I was like, oh my god, my friend, you know what I mean? So that was super sick. I was like, yo, the homie in the Summoning Salt video, let's go. Yeah, they're day, and it's cool too when they introduce them, because like all the speedrunners are like, yes, I got the world record, baby. But like Day would be like, I got the world record. You know what I mean? So it was just cool to be like, I don't know, see like someone that doesn't know Deo and be like, this guy's so sick. I'm like, I know, right? You should see his tray flips. So yeah. And 48 Walk, I got your email. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put some cardboard in here for you. So yeah, and I was just talking to someone earlier, 44. I put cardboard in here to keep it safe. So and they confirmed that the CD should come safe with the cardboard. And yeah. Cut this look right there. She's going through. But 44 says, for show, Brody. Thank you. Keep up the dope work. Hey, thank you. You keep being dope as well, 444. Like, for real. I appreciate it, dog. But yeah, so this is, you know, about to put this in here. This will be in the mail and on the way to you by Monday. Or tomorrow, I mean. We'll wake up tomorrow, eat some oatmeal. Really eat some oatmeal and eat some eggs, and then head over to the post office for you. Put some extra cardboard in there for some extra padding. And Skyr says, yeah, mostly focused on the 80%. It also covered more 100% history that probably would have been 3 times longer. Yeah, that's cool. You watched it too, Skyr. Yeah, honestly, it was a good video. And honestly, I don't know, just part of it too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I started tearing up a little bit because I was like, that's my dude on one of my favorite YouTubers' channels. You know what I mean? Doing some stuff that's just like very nichely something he's into. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like, it's just cool to see your homies get like recognized for being dope people. You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, dude, that's my dog. And not even like trying to be like, oh, I'm cool because he's cool, but just genuinely so happy to see someone work so hard on something that I know. Just see them be recognized is like, oh, that's what makes life worth living for me. And see people see how cool my homies are. You know what I mean? I don't know. But 444 says, hell yeah, I'm gonna be listening on the commute. Sick, dude. And this is it. So I put the label on and we're good. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, yeah, we're good. All right, now I'm just gonna write this right here. Thank. I'm right your can I write your Twitch name? I'm right your Twitch name. Thank you for Aldo. Hopefully you have no one that's gonna be like, who is this? There we go. But yeah, dude, this is for you. Thank you. I appreciate it, dog. I super appreciate the support. And it will be in the mail by tomorrow. I'll put it right here for now. But it's also Pygmy Hippo Day. Oh, there's something I was gonna say just now. I forgot what it was. Something else that happened. Well, okay. Anyways, let's look at something else. Let's see what's in my my Google Photos. Did you see that Justin Bieber just like DJ'd YouTube for his Coachella set? That kind of goes kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, I was like, that's pretty baller. Like, could you imagine just like going to a Future Funk show and so it's just someone DJing artsy music? That would be so, that honestly would be kind of lit. Like someone just video DJing like artsy music gifts. It's like fading in between 2 different YouTube videos. That would kind of go crazy. And I hope this isn't mean to say, but the Instagram reel, real quick, Sky says, also been hilarious that the video touched on more Spiral 1's Vortex records. The words Mickey's Dick Smasher haven't been mentioned in the Something Salt video would go crazy. No, for real, they would have. Yeah. That's comedy. Heck yeah. He might have avoided it on purpose because like then YouTube probably wouldn't have recommended it much, or it might have affected like monetization if he were to even say that. You know what I mean? So I think like part of Something Salt's like magic from like a, I don't know, I'm always so business brained. You know me, Sky, sometimes I get a little too business brained, but part of the magic of his channel is that like it's super family friendly. It's so family friendly that like every advertiser wants to be on it. You know what I mean? And like a lot of like people who watch that kind of stuff are like, I mean, keep it real, it's like it's a bunch of nerds, like software engineers, like people who like work probably in like higher paying jobs. You know what I mean? So I imagine like the dude's probably like breaking it in, but she deserves though because they're sick videos. But yeah. This guy says they go a little wild with the strat names. Yeah, for real. Like I bet Something Salt, I mean, I guess not to go on the tangent, but I bet Something Salt is killing it on all like these RAM companies like running ads being like, buy our RAM. That's like way overpriced. You know what I mean? Like that's their target audience, people who watch like speedrunning videos. guess that's what I would assume. But I was okay to say, but one of my favorite Instagram reels I keep getting lately is the girl equivalent of the broke boyfriend hug is the she can't cook hug. Yeah, I think that's funny. Because one thing I like to do, like whenever my girlfriend does, or whenever I was dating someone, my girlfriend does buy me something in public, I'd always be like very loudly, "You got me right, babe." Just to like kind of poke fun of myself. And like the cashier would always laugh. But I don't know. I remember in college, it was me, NetNavi, and our other homie Tyler. They'd always make fun of me because they're like, "Man, you can't cook, ha 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 ha." And then at some point, I ended up learning how to cook really good. And since then, low-key, I've kind of been the better chef in the relationships that I've been in. So I like that meme a lot. So I'm like, I know the vibes. I literally know the vibes. Dude, this motherfucker cooks. Yeah, thank you, Saku. Yeah. Because I was thinking about, I think I was telling y'all, like, dead ass, because the tarot reader I went to, they were like, "You're supposed to get into your next relationship really soon." And I was like, "Already? That's kind of crazy." But anyways, what's it called? I was like, I think we were talking about on stream. I was like, I don't know if I can even afford being in a relationship right now. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, dead ass though? I was like, hey, look, you know what? I'll cook for you. How about that? Like, we don't have to go to whatever fancy restaurant. I swear I'll cook, and I'm good. I'm good at cooking. If you can look past the fact that I can barely afford my bills, I'll cook for you. And I feel like that's kind of Riz, dude. Low key, that's kind of Riz, dude. If you think about it, like all, you know what I mean? That's a lot of Riz, dude. Who else is saying that? Plus, restaurant food, it's not good for you. Like, you just put a ton of butter and everything. I mean, the vibes are kind of nice, but you gotta drive there. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's my copium, but still. You know what I mean? Like, deadass, my homie Loki, sometimes if we go to the gym, he's like, "Bro, I got extra burgers. You want to come over and, like, you know, I'll make us burgers?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And I don't know, every time I'm like, "Damn, my homie really made me burgers right now." That's, you know how much, you know what I mean? That's how you really know if someone loves you. If they cook for you, damn, that's crazy. They must really love you. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yo, Julian, good to see you, dude. How you been? No, okay. Julian says, "Hey man, the cassettes came in and they have been a vibe. I'm glad to hear they've been a vibe, Julian. No major issues with the package. The only thing is the CD case is sort of cracked, but it looks nice." Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, USPS sometimes, dude, I swear they just be like just throwing it across the room. Like, I don't know what they do with the packages. But what's it called? If you don't mind me asking, Julian, was it did I use bubble wrap or was it mostly cardboard protecting it? Because I'm trying to figure out if I should go back to bubble wrap or not. Because someone literally just earlier in the stream was like, "No, I used cardboard, it was fine." And they also got a CD. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, because that's the only thing, like, I've considered switching away from jewel cases just because they crack so easy. And like, they're just hard to ship. But I know some people are like, "Bro, no, I refuse to buy a CD if it's not a jewel case." So I've been like, I'm kind of caught in this catch-22, Julian, if you know what I'm saying. But either way, that's besides the point. I'm glad to hear that you like the music. Thank you so much for grabbing it again. I'm glad to hear it's been a vibe in all caps. A capital V, a capital I, a capital B, a capital E, dude. Let's go. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna bring this up. Let me pull up the song so you know what I'm talking about. So I always play this song when I talk about Aram. The person who did the remix for me, Aram, they also started doing the free CD thing. And I've been super stoked because they posted in their story that they've also been getting orders and stuff. And I'm like, let's go, dude. I'm telling you, all of us independents, we're gonna sell all these CDs, dude. And we're gonna, you know what I mean? We don't need Universal. We don't need all these major labels, dude. I'm just slanging it one person at a time. actually getting physical media out there again, you know what I mean? So yeah. Skyr. Encase the jewel case in a tightly packed clay and let it harden, making the buyer work for their CD. Bonus protection too, yeah. Like one of those like gag gifts where they're like covered in concrete and they go outside and have to like destroy the concrete to get it. So yeah. And Rosa says, oh god, you're reminding me I ordered some DS screen protectors. I'm hoping there's no issues. I don't know how they're packaged. Yeah. Hopefully they package them good. I don't know. Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Because I've tried so many different things. I've tried the bubble mailers. I've tried just buying like CD mailers, like specific cardboard mailers, which makes 4 CDs and they still crack. I don't think there's like a way to, yeah. I think it's like, depends on like your local USPS guy, if they're like mad that day or not. I forgot to put stickers in the CD again. But it's okay, it's okay though. I think I can pull it out this way. But yeah, hopefully they're safe too. I agree with you. Hopefully they'll come out okay. I'm wishing the same thing for you. And Sasquatch says gas is $5 for regular in Oregon. I'm not going out to eat. And if she wants to pick up, girl, you have to get your own car and get your own gas. I'm not rich. I feel you, Sasquatch. Deadass, dude, I've been skating with the homie Sasquatch. And gas thankfully came back down in Arizona. I mean, it's still bad, but I think it's under $4 now again in Arizona, which is like, oh my God. Like, I don't know what they did in Arizona, but you know what I mean? Last time I filled up, I was like, oh, thank God. Anyways, yeah, I have a homie that I skate with and they don't have a car right now. So they've been like, gas prices are kind of crazy, huh? Too bad I don't have to deal with it. And I'm like, yeah, but I have to drive all the way to you, man. So I'm the one that deal with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been, you know, really been fighting, just be like, at some point I have to be like, hey man, look, okay, you have to split the gas on me on this because it costs me $10 to get over to you every time we hang out just to get to you so we can go skate. That's how high the gas prices are. But what's it called? Bonus protection. Yep. Julian says, okay, so real quick, we'll read everything Julian's saying. And Rosa said that's sweet. A, yeah. But Julian says, so the cardboard was good. Awesome. The board really kept the cassette safe. I'm glad to hear. The only thing I stressed was the CD case. CD's intact, so I'd say it's a win. Okay, cool, Julian. Well, thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate that because I genuinely have been like stressing about it. Because I was like, it's just something I read online. You know what I mean? So I was like, I hope they aren't joshing me by saying that like cardboard's the way to go. Because like there really is no like rules on how you're supposed to do all this. You know what I mean? Like there's not many people doing the CD thing, so it's like hard to like tell if it's correct or not a lot of the time. But Julian says, do you have any issues with people playing your music in a public setting? I'm having an idea that to make my car into Itasha? Oh, sick. Your music is something I would love to have playing while it's displayed. Dude, no, I am not. Please, I would be honored. Send me videos. I would be hyped. I would be beyond hyped if my music got to be displayed with your car after you Itasha it, dude. That's so sick. And it's not a problem if you're against. Just want to ask before. Yeah, thank you for asking. But no, dude, I would be beyond stoked. And please, like, not that, you know, don't go out of your way to send me a video, but if you could send me a video, I would be beyond hyped. Because I love, like, you know, going to like anime conventions, they have all the cars out there like that. Oh, dude. I'm always there, dude. I'm always like taking photos of them and stuff. And that would be sick. That would be so sick. Now, hopefully people would be like, oh shit, is that Groovy Kaiju? I mean, like, you playing the music, like, they recognize it. That'd be so dope. And of course, I forgot to say who it was. I just closed it. I have to reopen it again. I'm so upset with myself. But yeah, thanks for asking, Julian. That's so sick. I'd be super hyped to have my car displayed with my music displayed with the car. But yeah, I'm just going to the gym still. I'm surprisingly still losing weight. I'm kind of like tripped on. I didn't think I could. I'm like the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life. I'm now at 208 pounds, dude. And I'm like 6'1", 6'1 and a half. So to be 208, I'm like, oh wow. Oh wow. So yeah. Going to the gym and eating good. Who would have thought, man? Oh my god. Thank you. And Zaku says, you can show up, see you're losing weight. Hey, thank you, dude. I'm glad to hear. Not that was like necessarily like a goal. I just wanted to start going to the gym. And oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Zaku, for being proud. I'm glad I could make you proud, man. Thank you. Yeah. I just started going because like low-key Zaku, I was just starting to get, because I've always like just, you know, done cardio only from skating. But I hurt my back again, and I was like, dude, like I have to start going to the gym. I can't just skate all the time. That's really what it came down to. So I was like, let me get into this. And I've been like so surprised how much like weightlifting devices actually, you know, quickly make you lose weight and stuff. I'm like, oh wow, it's almost as if like these things were designed to help you build muscle and lose weight. Unlike skateboarding. But you know what I mean, it's still a great exercise. You know what I'm trying to say. But thank you, Zaku. I appreciate it. And Julian says, I want to have a cassette deck on the hood, but have it be a speaker that plays your music. That'd be so sick, dude. Hell yeah. Thanks for asking. I'd be so hyped on that. But Julian says, that's it for me tonight. Want to check in on with you. Thank you for checking in. Got to clean the house. Hey, I do that every Thursday, man. Take care. Take care, Julian. I appreciate you stopping by, dog. Have a nice night, man. It's like, okay. Yeah, people must get these orders and be like, why the heck did he like quadruple tape it? Like, bro, because I'd be forgetting who's who. I want to dox you. But yeah, other than that, so the homie, parasocial, my bad, but Landon, they're in the Kaiju Club. But they started like their own record label called Rocket Otter. So if anyone's looking to get like some vinyl and stuff, they started their own like little like online independent music store thing called Rocket Otter. And they have a bunch of Groovy Kaiju stuff, but they have like Basic Printer and a bunch of other really cool people. But low key, they were like, hey, to celebrate the thing, I just want to say thank you for letting me like, you know, sell your music on my store. And they sent me a free vinyl. And it was from this group called Hot Tub Boys. And it's like a house record, and dude, it kind of bangs, dude. Like, not sponsored, other than the fact that he just gave me this free record to say thank you for like working with him and stuff after being in the Kaiju Club for so long. And yeah, I listened to it like the other night, and I was like, yo, this kind of goes. And even if you're not like, I'm not trying to buy vinyl right now, like dead ass, they're on Spotify. The stuff on Spotify goes too. I'm pretty sure they're called Hot Tub Boys. Let me check. Yeah, Hot Tub Boys. The song Yikes is really good in particular. They have something out there. Anyone watching the VOD, anyone watching right now looking for new music? Hot Tub Boys, dude. Kind of a silly name, but hey, it's dope. Okay, cool. We finally got Chris's record all wrapped up. And have you all heard of like body doubling? I think it's like a thing like it sounds weird, but some people say they like work better if they have someone like there in the room to help like them feel accountable. Because like, you know, like when you're in elementary school, or like I guess not elementary school, like high school, like when your teacher's in the room, you're a lot more likely to do the work because like, you know, they're watching you. You're not just gonna like mess around. But I guess that's like an actual like thing where like even if you have like a friend with you that you're supposed to be working with, you know, just the fact that you're supposed to be working with them, like it keeps you more focused. So I've been trying to think of a friend I could do that with, just because I'll be in the studio by myself all day. So I'm kind of like, you know what, maybe I should find a friend to work with or something. I'll never get the assistant, but I'll probably have them like work remote, like, you know, because we'll be in different time zones. So I don't want them to be like, you have to wake up at like my time. So yeah, it's called body doubling. If anyone does that. another reason why I want to go to Chicago is because, dude, they have a kaiju convention in Chicago every year called G-Fest. I'm trying to go to G-Fest one of these days. I think it's not in Chicago, though. I think it's like in Rosemont, Illinois. But I know it's not that far from Chicago. Yeah, like I follow like a bunch of like, funny enough, like Godzilla influencers. And not that like they're sponsored by Godzilla, but like they just, their whole account is like low-key dedicated to Godzilla in some funny way. Or like lots of Godzilla memes. And I know they all go to G-Fest every year. I'm like, dang, I'm trying to hang out with my people, dude. All my Godzilla influencers, dude. We all have the same special interests. Let's go. But yeah. Anyways, Zaku says, haha, I got pretty bad repression room. I invited a close friend of mine to come watch me clean. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's super sick that your friend was like down to just watch you clean. That's super, super sick. Yeah, a lot of times when we talk, Zaku, I'm cleaning my house. Deadass, not gonna lie. I'm either cleaning my house or I'm making dinner. So yeah. You already talked about Battle of Fates, dude. I want to watch Battle of Fates so bad. It's a thing on like Disney Plus where they like got a bunch of Korean fortune tellers and they all like battle to see who can like give the most accurate prediction on someone's life. Which to me is like, what? It's like the coolest thing I ever heard. But have you all heard of I think we talked about it before, but the Delicious Rock people? There's like a cover band called Torwai, like Torwai. Their Seosin 7 Years cover is so good. Yeah, Zaku, but we were talking about it last time actually. Yeah, so what's up with pop punk? You anti-pop punk? But you're like for real punk. That's probably why. I don't know. I just remember like in high school I used to hang out with all like the scene kids, they'd call them. So that's what they were all into. I was like, I like didn't ever do like my hair or anything like special. I was never like all the way in the scene, but like I was an ally. If that makes sense. They let me hang out with them sometimes. All the pop punk kids in high school. Yeah, Foxtails is sick. Listen to Foxtails a little bit. I found out there's a YouTube channel where they just deep fry a bunch of stuff to see if it's like can be deep fried, and I watched them deep fry Hubba Bubba gum, and yeah, it just came out like disgusting, as you could imagine. And the gum became crunchy, which is like crunchy and greasy. And Zaku says pop punk can be okay at times, but also very lame at the same time. That's true, yeah. Yeah, it could be both. That's valid. Two things can be true at once. Something that Navi always tells me. Roses, that sounds cursed. Yeah, the bubblegum. Yeah, it was super cursed. And I would say Seosin's more post-hardcore. Oh, so there's a difference? Yeah, because I've always been, when I say pop punk, I think of like Punk Goes Pop, which is like, you know, Day to Remember and all them. Is there like a difference between like Seosin and like, who's pop punk then? Like, where does Paramore sit versus like the Fall of Troy? Are they like considered two different genres? Because the Fall of Troy is like, that's where I ride or die. Like the Fall of Troy is that's that. But yeah, I have to be right back. I have to grab more cardboard to cut up. I'm gonna grab this one. This big old one. Actually, I want this. I already pulled it out though. Oh, hey. Too late. Too late. Cutting all this up. Yeah, I also watched a video on like a Jill Scott, Tyler the Creator interview, and that was super sick. Because like one thing I like try to explain to people sometimes, a lot of like doing music stuff, like for real, is like you have to be like insanely vulnerable. Like just you have to like one, understand yourself enough. Like one, you have to like really understand yourself, which is already kind of hard if you think about it. Like, so, you know, some people live their whole lives without ever truly understanding who they are. You know what I mean? If you really think about it. And then the other part of it too is that like then to like do art, you have to like then be able to express your own understanding of yourself in a way that's like beautiful, which is like kind of crazy if you think about it. Oh my god. Ugh. But I like that interview a lot because a lot of like what that interview was just like Tyler the Creator and Jill Scott talking about that idea of like, oh yeah, like we just understand ourselves so well, and that's why we make the music that we do and stuff like that, and like just kind of like an appreciation of like, I love that you express yourself this way. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's what like really making art comes down to. So it's just, I don't know, it was like a theory that I had that I've been like kind of like doing myself, and like to see that in the interview was like, okay, cool. Like I knew what I was talking about, if that makes sense. It was very validating. If that makes sense. But Zaku says pop punk is like The Story So Far, Newfound Glory, Blink-182, Sum 41. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's totally different. Yeah, I kind of feel you on that then. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest like I hope no one gets mad at me for this, but I'm not the biggest like Blink-182 fan, I'm not gonna lie. Or like Sum 41 and all that. Like if it comes on, I'm like, hell yeah. But like I wouldn't go out of my way to like listen to Blink-182, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, what am I cutting through? Ugh. We did it. Heck yeah. And Zaku says post-hardcore is Seosin, At the Drive-In, Fugazi, Jets to Brazil. Okay, then I'm definitely more of a post-hardcore fan then. Post-hardcore slaps. That's my shit, dude. Yeah, in fact, I think the last like show I went to that was like a rock show was the Fall of Troy. They like played a show at the Regent in LA, dude. And that show was so sick. At the very end, they played FCP remix, and I was like, let's go, dude. The whole crowd went crazy. Yeah, in case anyone here, but yeah, the Fall of Troy had one song on Guitar Hero 3 back in the day. And like to this day, they're still just touring around the world. People in the crowd still waiting for the Guitar Hero song. But it's good though. It's hella good. Yeah, my bad. I just cut up that giant box or cardboard to put into CDs and stuff. Ugh. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm getting all these giant boxes from like buying jewel cases and all that, and I just feel bad like throwing them away. So I'm like, how do I reuse this? Let's go. Where my saw go? Here it goes. But yeah, but that happened. I've watched lots of music videos lately, dude. I kind of wish I had like just a like music video thing. like a music video YouTube playlist, because like sometimes I do just want to like eat food and watch music videos. I don't know if that loud. I hope it wasn't super loud. But yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I'd be in that. That's how I'd be feeling sometimes. Dun, 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 dun. He's going to Caleb. Hell yeah, Caleb. And I watched one of my favorite YouTubers is a guy named Sam Reed. Oh, yeah, Zaku also have been watching lots of live performances and music videos lately. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm stoked to see all the Coachella rips. Because I always forget to watch Coachella when it's live. But I really want to watch the Pink Panther set from Coachella. Thundercat came out, and I'm like, yo, what? Yeah, live performances are super dope. I'm also super hyped because the homie I guess like they're a peer, an acquaintance, Basic Printer. They just went on tour and they said like on their email list today that they made a live album because their other live album was like my favorite of theirs. Because a lot of their stuff is like more like electronic rock, if that makes any sense. But during live, it like has a more like organic sound to it, and I'm like, dude, low-key, I wish I could like send people this as like their first taste of your music. So I'm stoked to hear he's making another live album because the other one was like an exclusive thing. I don't know. Also, always wanted to do like a Groovy live album. I think that'd be super sick. But every time I've tried, it's like been hard to like record the crowd noise at Crystal and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, anyways, one of my favorite YouTubers is a guy named Sam Reed, and like, he's kind of goofy in that he just kind of like does fast food stuff. But he went to the new Taco Bell, like coffee places they have, the Live Moss Cafe, and he looked pretty sick. Like, I want to go to the Taco Bell Cafe, dude. I hella want to go to the Taco Bell Cafe. But all the drinks though were like hella bad for you. I'm not gonna lie, they were like terrible. They were like 10,000 grams of sugar. Like, why, dude? It doesn't need to have that much sugar in it. And I also watched someone make an ice cream sandwich out of an entire tub of cookie dough, and that was pretty lit. I think it was 10,000 calories. I don't know why I'm watching these weird food videos lately. It's the vibe I've been on. Watch people eat ridiculous food while I'm eating normal food. All right, cool. Oh, did y'all see that? I was talking to Zaku about this actually. Did y'all see that Tatsudo Yamashita released a new song called Circus Town? It kind of goes. I don't know if anyone else here is like city pop brain, but yeah, dude. The new Tatsudo single kind of lit, dude. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like in the beginning, there was like the whole like dun 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 dun, dun, and then it like fades into like just a city pop banger right after. Like, I wish I knew the lyrics to understand why he called it Circus Town, but because to me it's like so out of place. But it's hella good though. If you haven't listened to the news, and there's like a cool little music video the guy Tatsudo made too, where like he built like a whole. It's all like 3D rendered, but like they have like a whole city. It's like a bunch of people like, you know, like an American diner, and they have like a little like toy figure of Tatsudo like hanging out by like his old Japanese car doing city pop legend stuff. I'm just like, dude, hell yeah. Dun. Yeah, the Summoning Salt video was sick. Saw some videos about Eazy-E's son. I found out Eazy-E's son like has like a whole nonprofit where he like helps out kids and stuff. to like, you know, in like honor of his dad and stuff. Like, hell yeah, dude. That's so sick. Because I always wonder, like, you know, like if you're like one of the OG like famous rappers, like kids, like what do? You know what I mean? But I don't know, I really like it when like famous people's kids like eventually just, you know, accept that's, you know, because it's like, I don't know, if your parents are like mega famous, it's like you can't not ever stop being their, known as being their kid, you know what I mean? And I love it when they just finally like hit the point where they're like, you know what, like I'm this guy's kid, yeah. You know what I mean? And rather than like running from it, they're just like, yeah, you know, that's just part of me. And like when they accept it, I feel like that's when they like enter their like, that's when they become cracked at their own thing. Because they're no longer trying to like run from who they really are, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like if you're a Nepo baby dude, just own it. It's okay, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's an unfortunate label, but like, hey, you know what, just lean into it and then do your thing, man. But yeah, I was rewatching the That Guy music video from Tyler the Creator, like the one he dropped on Christmas like 2 years ago. We had the Kendrick Lamar beat, that was super sick. And I've talked about it before, but there's another YouTube channel I like called Inkwell, and they essentially just like pretty much they just cover like what it's like to be in like an Artist Alley visual artist. So every time I go to Artist Alley, there's all these like super amazing cracked artists, and I'm like, dude, like what's your life like? You know what I mean? And they did a video on like, do you have to live in LA to make it as an artist? And I love videos like that because I'm sure Zaku can also attest to it, but like we'd make so many friends of people being like, I moved here from like, I don't know, Nebraska, and I'm trying to like do this art thing. And it's like, dude, like we got the internet, man. I don't know if you need to be here, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah. Like not even trying to be like a hater, but like for real, dude, like I don't know. I kind of have like the reverse of thing where I was kind of like, dude, it's so expensive in LA. Let me just move to Arizona so that I could like focus on the art rather than like trying to just take any gig I can in LA to like afford rent. Or I can just like actually make good art and have to, you know what I mean? Well, I'm still worried about bills, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'd be in a much worse spot. And yo, Blue Doggo, what up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? And San says turn up the music a little bit. I got you, San. I'll try. Cause I have it all like kind of set up like specifically a certain way. So let's see. All right, hopefully that helped. Okay, I'll do this actually. I think that should make it a little bit louder. Yo, what up, Blue Doggo? How's your Sunday going? Oh yeah, we got Caleb's order all packed up. Sick. Yeah, I've been watching hella music videos lately. That's wild. And yo, is it Fuku? Good to see you, Fuku. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going? How you feeling? Oh, cool. Let's see what else we got here. And Fuku says it's going all right. Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear it's going all right, dude. Yeah, same here. So we're just packing orders. But we might end things a little bit, like maybe in like 10-ish minutes, because I finished packing all the vinyl. So, and low-key, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna like snack on this popcorn, but like I'm ready to sit down and eat an actual meal, low key. So it might be around that time. Let me pack this one cassette. Actually, no, yeah, it's just, I'll pack this one last cassette order, and then I think we'll call it there. It's been about 3 hours, you know what I mean? And I have to go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie. It's, oh, I guess at the beginning of this month, it was Be Kind to Spiders Week. How do y'all feel about spiders? Has anyone got arachnophobia? Maybe I'm weird for this, but like, deadass, if I could tell that it's not like a dangerous spider, and it's just like hanging out in a corner of my house, I'm like, you know what? You're kind of taking care of the bugs, dude, so like, I'll let you chill there. I'm not gonna get on a stool just to like, come attack you if you're just chilling. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's weird for me to do, but like, that's kind of how I feel about spiders, I'm not gonna lie. If they mind their business, I let them mind their business. Hell no. I'm not a fan of them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I remember once I had like a spider in my house. Like, I let it just chill in a corner because I had like vaulted ceilings. I let it chill there for like a good like 2 or 3 months. And then one day it came down. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, so you messed up. You shouldn't have left. We were friends until you invaded my space. So yeah. Cherry Cola says understandable. Sky says spiders are kind of cute. They can be. Like, I could imagine having like a tarantula, like a pet tarantula, but their eyes do freak me out though. I don't like all the eyes. I'm like, what you trying to see, man? Why you got so many eyes? Trying to see the future with all them eyes, man? What's going on? And Sublido says, I just have a fear of all of them being some kind of poisonousness. Yeah, I mean, technically, aren't all of them? Like, I know, like, Daddy Longlegs, aren't they, like, the most poisonous spider? It's just they can't bite through human skin. So, like, that's what makes them not dangerous to us. Otherwise, they are the most dangerous spider to, like, anything other than a human. But yeah. I remember there was one dude that out here in yep, can't trust any of them. No, I feel you, dude. The last thing I'll say is, so I'm not freaking anyone out, is I did have one person come to like a Groovy Kaiju show here in Arizona, and they were like showing me pictures of all their pet tarantulas. They had like a bunch, and they're like, "Dude, look at all my tarantulas," and I was like, "Hey, hell yeah, man!" And Fuku says they're creepy looking. Yeah. I feel it. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't like bugs at all, but like spiders surprisingly are the one bug that I'm like, you know what? They don't fly. To me, when a bug starts flying, I'm like, oh hell no, dude. It's over now. I can't do bugs flying. Julian earlier said that the cardboard strat was working all right with the cassette, so we'll do it again. Not putting like a bunch of extra cardboard too. Lucas says, I'm scared of bats because one broke into my room. Yeah, that would be terrifying. I would flip out if a bat got inside my house, dude. I would be like, oh, hell no. Yeah, Fuku, that's brutal. Yeah, I don't think I've ever even seen a bat up close. I've only ever seen them like at night, just like, you know, flying around and stuff. That's crazy that a bat got into your room though. I always find it funny when birds get like stuck inside the grocery stores because they like fly into a grocery store and they just like hang out in like the rafters. Fuku, top 10 scariest things that ever happened to me. I woke up one night and it was flying around. Yeah, I would have been like, fuck no, dude. Especially because, like, you know, you're like still in that like kind of dreamy state. Dude, I would have been like, yo, like, is that a vampire? You know what I mean? I would have been freaking out. This video says birds have become Walmart's mascots at that point. Yeah. When they just keep getting inside of Walmarts. But speaking of dreams, I had a dream the other night that I feel kind of bad, but it was like weird. Yeah, Fuku was like, I thought I was dreaming for like 10 seconds. Yeah, exactly. I would have been like, oh, this is a weird dream. And then be like, wait a minute, no, it's actually a bat in my house. I would have been the exact same way, dude. I would have been like, what the heck just happened? But yeah, I had a dream the other night that it was really random and that like it was, I think I was in New York City, but it was like super snowy, and I had a friend that like lived in like an igloo or something. He's like, bro, I pulled up to my igloo, and I was like, I bet. So like we had to like go through this whole igloo, right? And then on the inside it was like a super nice cabin, and then this other guy was just like rambling me about like, man, like, you know, it was really bad. It was really bad. But I had a friend that was like, yeah, you know, like I'm really thinking about getting into crypto lately, and I was like, do you, bro? You know what I mean? If that's really what you want to do, man, go for it. And he was like, all right, bet. So I was like helping one other friend do that. And then like I guess it was like a friend of a friend's igloo thing. And I guess he was like an extreme sports, like he was a professional, like sponsored by Red Bull or something. And like he like was then showing me like, look, bro, I can like do a kickflip from my patio. And then like did the kickflip, landed, and then fell 3 stories through the floor. And I was like, dang, that sucks. That's crazy. And then my friend was like, I can't skate enough, but I could do it. And then I remember he tried it and also fell 3 stories, and I just started dying laughing, and I woke up. I like woke up from laughing so hard in my dream that my friend thought he could kickflip and not get hurt. So yeah, so then I was like, what does this mean? I love waking up and just thinking about like, what my dreams are trying to tell me. Like, why did I dream that? But sick, y'all. I think fun dream to be. Yeah, honestly, it was kind of a fun dream. It was, you know, skateboarding, igloos. Like, I've definitely had worse dreams. Loki, I had a dream last night that was like, I had to fight Godzilla. That one was kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was in the game Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, but I was like first-person view trying to fight Godzilla, and I was like, man, this sucks. And Godzilla's whooping my ass. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn. Godzilla's beating my ass right now, dude. Yeah, exactly, Fuku. Oh, that's impossible to win. Exactly. Even in my dream. Not even in my dreams could I beat Godzilla, dude. All right, y'all. Well, if you don't mind, I think we'll call it here because I have to go to the bathroom hella bad. There's only 15 minutes anyways. So yeah, I appreciate y'all pulling up. We'll be back on Tuesday. So I'll see y'all on Tuesday, and we can keep hanging out then, pack some more orders and stuff, and yeah. Let me put this in here. And if anyone is watching the VOD or something, and you're like, I ordered over the weekend, I'm going to pack the remaining like 30-something orders after I eat dinner right now. And yeah, so the remaining like, I don't know if you can see it that well, probably can't, but the remaining like something orders after the stream. But yeah, oh, and what's the thumbnail? The thumbnail would be like Because I got the little thing now. Or what's the JoJo pose? I don't know. No, there's like one of them where they're like this or something. I don't know. I'll just do this. I'm doing too much. All right. Catch you around Fuku. Catch you around Skyer. Catch you around Cherry Cola. Thanks for always stopping by, y'all. Catch you around Roses. Catch you around Simply a Day. I'll see you in the next one. Time to go sleep for real. Yeah, I know it's getting late over by you. Catch you around Sasquatch. Big Les Snow Dreams. Yeah, no, dude, for real. Catch you around San V. Thanks for stopping by, as always. And anyone else I'm missing? Catch you around Zaku if you're still watching. Catch you around Julian. Catch you around 48V. Thank you again, 444, if you're still watching by any chance. And yeah. All right. Pew, pew, pew. The Australian cartoon. Yeah, cartoon, yeah. But yeah, catch you around, y'all. Thanks so much for stopping by. See you Tuesday if you're free. And yeah. Just as you lick the bag. Oh, I'm probably, man, my bad. But yeah, I'll catch y'all around. Take it easy, y'all. Have a nice night. See you Tuesday if you're free.